Yo, Takakao. I'm a Russia. For my 1 year in India. At the theater. Watching a people. They do so. And pass off government. My young Asito. They told me. Oh, Mammo. What I'm like to add here. They have a pop with DJ Square Production Classic. Yeah. Ayao, Adibrao. Yaba, who said Jayo? Adibrao, Dube. Kawaru. Radio, Adibrao. Yaba, who said Achisato. Otobia Palu. What radio? Aposco. He just had my hello call on your lap. Royal Rio. He gets up a son again. I said, I got the ear. I got the ear. I wear the West of the ear. I know as a general. One more thing. I wanted the finger at Paye was he go. That got the right anyway. Sabasone or when we are Mosigo. Malesi Jibiche, or when we are Mosigo. That money by you, where it's an away. Obiba, Almosio. Josiah Blay, Almosio. Lofty K, Almosio, as a theatre. What? What will I so jamming? Stanley Canoe. What will we all? I am a swinner. Zako, Monjamu, over a Sababo. Passenger Gamo, Jamu, over a Sabaduba. Roll back a Palu, Sabaso. It will be blue. Gonna be badly. Modio. Away! Salasole. Jebe. Chico Takakao. Opila Baji. Abemawe. Yotaka. Never wait again. Tatiana. Tatio. Adibriao. Tadion. Otaka. Adibriao. Tadion. Where are the my sorry of the way? No matter if I'm more about the renai. Where are the my abandige by my mamma Missy way? Adamai, my road away. Fake of money up to get I play my way. Mamma Fao, come on, Jana, come on, Sabato, the gate of the gate. Alecalio, Alecatio. Possible, no matter double more and one go renai. Giro Doga or Giro myself. Possible more, no matter double more. Don't do it. No, they quite want you. Sabason the same way, Mango. I say, who's a jail? To say, I play you, or sorry, I'll be away. Kind of Florida, talking more sorry, I'll be away. Then we're man who lawyer, who's a jail? Holy Babu, Holy Comue, no one will go to Mue. If they not work, but they are. I said, oh, Sabaton, and Papa, I say, with him, my home. Topio, I want to wear the radio. I'm by the game, my mamma, this way. My road away. Topia, my road away. Maton, no, I can't go on, no, Populate the zone. I'm way, Populate the same on the sorry, I'm the who said, I want him at you. He get the result, Jerry, away, get the Papa, do so. To your way, I go down your well. To your way, I go down your well. Massimo, baby, Massimo.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Sinoe County premier platform, Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora is coming to you live this afternoon. Yeah, Mr. Christopher Wiley, thanks for joining us. And I'm seeing my man Austin Sampson following as well. My biblical philosopher is following Reverend Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, please share the show for us going live. Join us on YouTube as well. It's a beautiful show coming your way this afternoon from the state of Maryland, these United States of America. Yeah, your panelists Patrick Bolu and Sarah Ellis and Shirley Sinoe. We are coming to you this afternoon. Again, it's a wonderful show, brand new edition of Sinoe County Premier Platform. Please share for us. Go on YouTube and subscribe. And also follow us on YouTube as
The Yaya boys, we are back. Yeah, boy, who's
Yeah, we have a special guest this afternoon as well, coming from the nation capital, Liberia, Honorable Declaring Professor Paye Gbelayan will be with us this afternoon to talk Sinoe County District number 3. Don't go away. Let me get another track for you here. Let's see. Let's go to show people here. I like this one better.
It's Leader on the beat. Français Club Mayo, Tawa Porebo, Ananion de Quibli. I'm J. Obudu Josh. About you, Black Rasara, August 16, 2025. Adian Buyama. Adio Beo, Mayano, Niamio, Mayano, Mama Yamio, Niamio, Niamio, Mayano, Mayano, Bibi Manamo, Yabio, then your people, yeah, Mayano, Niamio, on West on the Penny, Yabio, on West on the Yabio, on West on the Yabio, Mayano, Mayano, on your way, Mayano, run away, I know, money none go to the door. Money already good one on your son. Money none go to the door. Maya, and the club, man with the war. No job, they get that on Google. Money on the gates, one man, we will go. With your money, we want the war, baby. India Bell, and West and the way you are. And West when the chair we are. Yambio, Mambiano does swim, Yambio, Mambiano does swim, Indian does swim, Yambio. Mine away, mine you are what you say, monkey, the man or seven. What you say, daddy, the man or say, daddy, way. Magic man, you are too. India Bell, Mayano, Adi Quanda Sarao, Adi Quanda Sarao, and then you play one and Adi Quanda Sarao, Adi Quanda Sarao, Maybe Manadi Quanda Sarao, Maybe Manadi Quanda Sarao, India Bell, Mayano, Mayano, Ola you are there, Mayano, Canu you are now, but what's out there? No, you about dead, you are cool, but what's out there? No, you about dead, you are cool. Manu bro no. Manu bro no. Ni kwa yo so no yo ba. Ni kwa yo so no yo ba. India we o. Ayano, e agbele no. Yeah. E agbele won bo. Yes ya je o. Ayano, e Yes, 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 enjoy your poor yao. One day, your marriage over Oya. Your marriage over Oya. Obey your noise. The Atlantic Clan, obey your noise. The William Mariano, obey your noise. The Atlantic Clan, obey your noise. Didi Kunyo, your body mono nayo. Your body mono nayo. I'm a baby blue day of Livo. Can you know? No, Moyada, Mayano, in your bell, Mayano, yeah, Mayano, Professor Club Mayo. Oh, Mama, and you are where on where they put it wet. On where they nearly are wet. Let's have forever. Then you blew. I am where not where I am once I you play was here. In your bell, not where I am once when you play was here. Morning battle, can you buy your money? I'm when no song can you more. The most I guess I will play you to you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Brazilian Bell, Mayano, Ethiopia, Nippon Trauma, on West and the France Club Mayo, on Montserrado County, now in your neck quickly. I have fair well to play, no matter drop on wood. Cause I'm part of our in a year, one rod, the more player that way. That you say one go down one way. Yambeo, Montserrado was a pararoom, Yambeo, Machado, Montserrado to say Pango, Turala, only Odesi, Onio, Canada, does a good job of city to wear. India well, I fell you once when you play bros here, don't you? India well, yeah, play, they power from. Just say that you power play about. Don't want power no from we are blow. Yeah, I don't want. That you know that man on wine, then you people.
All right, guys, I'm having a little technical glitch here. I'll try to get to the talking points, but then my device is frozen back here. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, hopefully it'll get better later. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. Welcome to Voices Sinoe here in the diaspora. My panel is Poncho today. I'm very happy. You know, they're going to get a little incentive for being on time, if not in time. Yeah, that makes me so happy. You know, we got to respect time. We're going to work here in the U.S. We always on time. But guys, give me a second here. I'm having a little glitch here with the device. I don't know why it's frozen. Yeah, trying to get to my talking points, but it is not taking me there. It's frozen. No, I don't want notes. All right, let me get some little entertainment in the meantime while we get that settled.
How? Wait. Mama, il est pour National President, Nigeria Association in America. I'll say on it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And then you be where I know it. Il est pour après nous mais à Dieu gagnons. Yes, sir. Il est yes, I do. I sing away, more than walking. I say, I was young one day. I say now the VP. I'll say yes I know. I tell you boy go. Uja timandi mega sole. Nyo bagage zama mo you ono de o. Yes, I go. I wait for. I will know. I wait for. You talk peace to me. I wait for. Treasure, GTA. I said, then you're never. I wait for. I'll sell. Babe, any are you out there? I wait for. I put it, say, I put it for sale. Ayo boy boy, ayo boy boy. You know what? You know, come on, they humble away. Come back, so track back, so some are going to get the go through. I said, what you want I want to say, I want my work, one also to you. I will be a comfort over you. Comfort flight, comfort one blade, comfort one blade, sorry.
Nelly, you're gonna take me out here. Just gonna walk through. Mammy flan, you know about your bow, you know about that now. So there's some baby, my boss here by your mother. Yeah, boy, you by you know. I am boy for. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. I am boy for. Yeah. I am boy for. So let go. Yes, I let that last. I am boy for. So let ya. You know, bow, young bow. Come on, the amble away. I am boy for. You know, you're young, them my blade. So the young, them my blade. I am boy for. Soveja, e baba blisa maso yo don brigade. Aya boy po. Oni bi anya e pete anya e ma be ni. Aya boy po. Soveja, mo we ni akwa lonzo di yo. Aya boy po. How? Soveja, ya boy yo ba genyo. Ani anyu priwe. Alonso ni Liberian me o eni ayi sisi. Wo duo. Abele. Arrange $100 arrogance. Petit Joji, Balanino, wait. Get away, ourselves. I your boy, I your boy, yeah, your boy. No Guamati, no Guamati, I your boy, yeah, your boy, is a material. Is a probably devil. In your prison, web on the panya, this are the prison panya. Prison won't play. Panya, this are you, can one play in your way. Are your boy, are your boy, no, my blia. Your job, let no man play. Ou abla nyopa mala. Abla penu, kamano de abla we. Il est moins plein. Aya boy po. Yeah, your boy, yeah, your boy, aya boy po. Ah, boy, tika On your one and 90. In a genially mega, how will be in your quantity down blow. Then what if I know my way? And now in everywhere, I was you are to blood, you so why you. Your grandma dear, get like you said, I do so why Anya nyubri wa no yo gwa de wo aje yo gwa me kan so yo mo bo maru ba do yin won lebe how in public ya you so ba.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voices Sinoe here in the diaspora with Esoteric, Shirley, Patrick. We are coming to you live. These devices, somebody give technical issue. I don't know why I'm not getting to mine. All right, let's see here. Let me get on camera. Hopefully I'll be able to get here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voices Sinoe here in the diaspora with Doc. Saya put the esoteric also. I said Saya put the esoteric. Let me make sure if my sound is good on your side. If you're getting good sound, let me know. Let me do double check here as well on my side to make sure I'm having good sound. Getting good sound, let me know. Okay, it looks good to me here. All right. Again, officially welcome to Sinoe County Premier Platform. Every Thursday we are here, 12 p.m. Eastern, which is 11 Central Time. Let me bring ladies before gentlemen here. So let me bring Shirley on first. Hey, Shirley. Your audio, text your audio.
Well, I actually was on mute. Hi, how are you doing today? How's everybody doing? It's a beautiful day out here in Minnesota, and I'm grateful to be counted among the living. Nice.
Okay. Let me bring my man, the man in the nation capital. The man is looking cool right now. The man always coming here bluffing.
Yeah.
Let's see the man. See the man up bluffing.
Whoa.
The man called Pete. How you doing, boss? Test your audio.
Wow, I'm doing good, man. I'm here from Area Code 231, and I'm happy to be back this Thursday. It's going to be a fantastic Thursday. I mean, a very interesting show today. I want to say good afternoon to you, the CEO, the co-host, and all our followers who are joining us here live on the platform today. We are back, and it's going to be...
So Shirley, St. Patrick bluffing, I will bluff too now. I mean, wear my no glasses.
Well, you know, you guys did not give me the memo because I don't have my glasses. So, but it's okay.
That's why she didn't get glasses.
I probably started a bluffing business, so let me bluff too.
Yeah.
That's why I bring my glasses, people. I will bring my glasses. I have to represent the lady.
I don't do well with glasses, so I only wear them when I'm driving. Yeah, but I want to sure know, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. We want to say thank you for joining us. Let's see. We are happy to be here again to have a conversation with you. As you join us, please share the link for us, and that's what we need from you. You can also follow us on YouTube. That's Voices Sinoe. You can watch the show from your big screen TV. All right, so guys, let's get the ball rolling. Oh, hopefully my device will be kind to me. Otherwise, Shirley, you can do. I'll prompt you, and then maybe you can put stuff on the screen for us.
Okay.
But let's start from this angle. Let's see. Let me put us in this more. All right, so let's start from here with little commercials again. I'm not seeing my images, all of them. So unfortunately.
Do you want to welcome or the other one?
Yeah, so what I want to do is to just start with a few announcements. So that I have some people pictures here, but I've seen some. I will try that, the one that I'm seeing on my end here.
Okay.
So
if not, I can see them, so let me know.
All right. So let's first start with USAA. The national president is that elect. For the fact that he has not been inaugurated, we still would say elect. Okay, the English people here will kind of correct me, but the president inauguration is coming up. It's scheduled for next year, 2026, April 11, and that will be in Fargo, North Dakota. We urge all of you to start preparing now. If you need cheap ticket, we have our chair lady. She's a huge researcher. She knows how to navigate the internet and get you something reasonable. If that's somebody you can reach out to, but we have to start planning now for the inauguration of the national president of the United Sapwood Association, Honorable William T. Mane. All right. So, guys, if you want to say one or two before we go to the next thing, we want to be people. I think time is a little bit. I want also be on time. Maybe we'll have a guest coming out as well. But if you want to say something about the inauguration, go ahead. Let's do Shelley first.
I'm actually just looking forward to it because, as the newly elected board member, I'm going to be there as well, and looking forward to just the program.
Okay. Eriko.
Yeah.
Anything about the inauguration coming up, or just go ahead?
You are on mute, Patrick.
Okay, so it's going to be a colorful evening, and we look forward to providing all the coverage as necessary, all the promotion towards the process as necessary. We hope the team can reach out to us so that we can all collaborate to see how best we can start a campaign out there to ensure the program, becomes successful and colorful.
Okay, so the second thing here, just to give you update, we'll have the second segment of the show. We have a special guest coming from Liberia. Professor Paye Gbelayan will be here with us to have a little conversation. He contested in Montserrado. I think Patrick knows the history better than I do. Yeah, multiple times, and he was not accepted by the people there. I can't jump to conclusion right now, but I don't know whether he's doing a political migration from Montserrado to Sinoe. I'm not too sure, but we have been seeing some activities. And he'll be here to have a little chat. Patrick, you want to say one or two over there? Let's speed it up so that we don't get caught up on time. Yeah. You're on mute. You are still mute. Let me see whether I can unmute you.
What's going on?
Go ahead. No, you mute yourself. You are mute again. There you go.
Okay. Yes, it's going to be fascinating this afternoon, beginning 5 o'clock. I think 11, 1 o'clock your time, and we look forward to interacting with Paye Gbelayan after 3 unsuccessful attempts.
Actually, 4, Patrick.
Four.
Yes.
Yeah. After 4 unsuccessful attempts in Montserrado County, maybe he wants to emulate Master Grizzly. Yeah, who might go to Sinoe after just 1 attempt in Mangini County. So we look forward to having that conversation and see how it goes.
Okay, so another thing here, we have a quick announcement. This is a movie called The Royal Kingdom, right? And it's our own multi-talented national vice president of the United Sapwood Association, Olivia Sua. So the company that producing it is called Hands of God Production, right? They are releasing a new movie. Let me see I can see the details on this thing here. It will be on this Monday, 19th, right? The 19th of October in Philadelphia at 6 p.m. And you can see the address and the details here. It just admission is $20 and kids are $5. But it's an amazing movie about leadership in the African kingdom, a royal kingdom. So Shelly, what you do, I don't know whether you can go to the video clips. I have a quick video clip for them, so you can just play that video for us, if you don't mind. I think I kind of wrote the name on A. Yeah, it should be a short video there, just to see a little clip of the movie. But for some reason, I'm having issue navigating it here from my end.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, so if you can get to the video clips, it should be somewhere there. Yeah, let me just keep that one all there for now. Yeah, so just go where you see the videos.
It can't be nobody else but me. How you going to say that? What the letter say? Who names in the letter? They didn't put name there. They're getting ready to choose the queen. I can't say it's me. You can't say it's you. She can say it's her. Well, I already know who that queen will be. It can't be nobody else but me. Cause everybody know I'm the favorite daughter of the powerful king. So what you want to say? Even if you don't say it in the letter, okay? I already know. Already. From day one. Father always used to tell me that I will take over his position one day. So and I'll be the leader. I'm gonna do lies, I'm telling you. But there was no name in the letter. That's the message that was in the letter. So he's going to pick somebody from among us. Father already chose me a long time ago. How you know? How you know? What do you mean by picking somebody that they even put name there? You're going to say it is you. Father's favorite daughter. It will be me. The one who was his hand there. I don't care who it is. Father used to tell me all the time that no matter how you have a strength, I'm the person that can be a ruler, and I was going to take after him. You agree with her? Well, for me, if you ask me, I don't care because two of you are the troublemakers. Well, why would you care? You don't have the ability. You don't care because you don't.
All right, guys, thank you. That's a little video clip of the movie that's coming out, The Royal Kingdom, from Hands of God production. So Philadelphia, if you're in the tri-state region, that's something you want to come. It's October the 19th, 2023 or 2025, my fault. And it will be at 6 p.m. Eastern. All right. One last thing before we get the meeting on the floor here. This is our superintendent designate, Alexander Slewian. He lost his mom. I think the last weekend they did a burial, and I think they reached out to us, Voice of Sinoe, to go and cover that, but the timing wasn't good. Yeah, but I just wanted to use this opportunity to say that our sympathy to the brother and the entire family. It's a difficult thing, man, to be deprived of your family member, you know. So yeah, that's the superintendent-elect, designate for Sinoe County, Arizona. He lost his mother, and our heart go out to him. So Patrick, Shelley, if you want to say something to that effect, go ahead.
Well, I think you said it all. Our heart goes out to him, and praying for God to comfort him and his family.
Yes, the superintendent remains in our thoughts and prayers, and we keep prayerful and ask God to strengthen him. Comfort him and restore his loss.
All right, guys. Let's get to our major, or one of our major talking points here on the program today. Let's see. Yeah, so Shelley, you're going to be doing the videos. I will prompt you, and then you can find the video. Unfortunately, I don't know whether it's unfortunate, but I'm glad that you are here to help me in that regard. All right, so let's start with one of the big news here. That training, it has to do with the Gaza peace deal, the 20 points. Outlined by a proposal, if you like, by the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Let's put Patrick here so we can be on the same page. Okay, good. So I want to talk about this Gaza thing. That's a major one. The Palestinians, for a year plus now, they have been bombarded by Israel. I mean, hospitals have been set ablaze, schools and children. I mean, it's a chaos. If you see the videos, the images right now, that place has been reduced to rubble. You know, so the president of the United States gave a plan, 20-point plan to get in a whole conflict between Israel and the Palestinians settled. All right, Patrick, I want you to opine first. What do you make? I know you are a Trumpist, so I'd like to hear from the Trumpist first. And what do you make of the plan? You think this is realistic, or it's just another political or geopolitical bluff that the world leaders are on here? Get yourself, you're on mute, buddy. Go ahead, Patrick.
Okay, I think the plan is humane. The plan is compassionate. The plan is realistically timely, and I think the plan is unlike Woodrow Wilson's plan for peace in the world. So Woodrow Wilson came up with 14 points, and Trump had 6 points to make it 20 points. And Trump's 20 points, today, restore peace in the Middle East and the entire world. For instance, you see what Trump has done so far, I mean, could not be achieved in the last 73 years. Yeah, and the level of destruction that has taken place in Gaza and other Palestinian territories, I mean, could be 3 times if peace does not come now. So I think Trump, what his intervention, the points that he has laid out for his instance, first of all, let de-radicalize Gaza or Hamas. Disarm them totally. Destroy all their weapons production sites and the tunnels that are used to attack Israel. Destroy them. In fact, decommission their system of operations. Bring in a natural governance system to be led by Palestinians who will meet the basic requirements and qualification, and as well rebuild Gaza, rebuild its economy, rebuild its infrastructure, its hospitals, its schools, its security network, and then make Gaza habitable in peace with its neighbors. That's what the president has started to do, and that's what he's doing. Now, the benefits are enormous. Remember, the problem has not been Israel. And thank God that today, Palestinians have seen reason for once in nearly a century to agree to peace. For instance, when Great Britain carved Palestine into two in 1947, giving piece of land to Israel, for survivors of the Holocaust. Israel was satisfied, the Jews were satisfied, they were pleased with their portion of the land given to them. They were very pleased, they were happy. They said, thank God, we now have a place to call home. They return home, they declare the land.
While you are in speech, I hate to interrupt you, but what you said it struck me, right? So the Palestinians were in that area, and you say 1948 or 1947, the state of Israel was established in 1948. All right, and the British, they took those Jews from Europe and when they invaded the Palestinians and put the Jewish people on that land. And now you're saying I mean, what do you think about the whole thing? It's a good thing. Is it fair to the Palestinians to be on your land, and then these people from Europe, they came and just took you from your land? I mean, what do you make of that whole thing? Because it struck me when you said that.
Yeah. So what happens is that enemies of God, or maybe anti-Semitic, Semitic individuals, or maybe political or philosophical individuals who also believe here that the Jews never existed in Palestine before. That's what they want to do. That's what they also believe, that the Jews never, at any point in time in history, existed.
When they existed, then why did the British people carry them there if they were already there? Why do they have to go there to invade the land to bring the Jewish people there?
Okay, so here's what happened, right? They were there. They were there from the very beginning. All right, they were there from the very beginning of that land. Now, because of the same thing we're talking about today, hatred, religious hatred, warfare, Jews versus Muslims or Islam, conquest through warfare, the Jews became scattered. They became scattered, and they found themselves in Europe. While they were seeking refuge in Europe as well, working and building their lives, they also met disaster. And that disaster they met, was recorded in what is called the Holocaust. In Germany. All right. Hitler Germany, or Hitler Nazi, killed 6 million of them. So they could not still remain in Europe. All right? They could not remain in Europe. So Great Britain, which
I want to bring Shelley in here, but
let me conclude my thought. So Great Britain, which was the colonial leader of Palestine at the time, said, okay, you can't remain here. Now that World War II is over, that you have survived, some of you can't remain here. You must return to your homeland, to your father's land. And so in 1947, Great Britain says, you know what? Palestine, we are giving Israel piece of the land as the Jews to inhabit. You go and take the rest. Israel said, okay. Palestinians say, no, we don't agree. Israel said, okay, no problem. For our own. In 1948, they declared their independence. Just after independence, war broke out. Israel went again and beat them and occupied, honor international law. When you be a friend, you take the land. When you be a friend, you take the land. Israel left doing it until she conquered Jerusalem. She conquered the Golden Heights and conquered all territory, in Palestine, and now expanded her country beyond her borders. Now that today Trump has said, let's go back for peace, Israel is pleased to welcome the peace. Now, thank God, two Palestinians are willing to work with the peace, and we can all look forward to a very successful peace deal that will make Palestinians and the Jews to live side by side in harmony and in interest of peace.
All right, thank you, Patrick. Shelley, there is I think you read the 20 points by President Trump, and there is something that is alarming about it. I would just give you the analogy. You and myself were fighting, right? And then they try to make peace between us. And then let's just say Patrick is the one that brokering peace between us. And Patrick go aside to his house and talk to you. You created a plan and let me out. It's not a realistic plan, because the plan, Hamas is left out. They didn't get the buy-in of Hamas. But now they got put it on the floor, and it seemed as though Hamas is part of it, and Hamas did not participate. So do you think it's a realistic solution to the conflict in that area? Shelley, you can give follow-up thought on that.
I like I like how you introduced Patrick before even bringing him on, right? Patrick is, what is it? Not CBCM, but Trunksian.
Yeah.
But the truth is, any deal that doesn't address the root issues, such as land, safety and identity of the people, it's just a pause, right? That's not a peace plan. It's just like a pause. Because you cannot build peace while people are still mourning, while people are displaced, and while people are divided. So to me, this is just one of those topics where emotion run deep, then politics run even deeper, right? So let's see. Every time people talk about a peace plan between a country, both parties on the other side kind of like take a deep breath, hoping that, oh, maybe this time is going to work, things going to work out, things going to change. But the real peace isn't just writing things on the paper or saying it, right? It is about justice. It is about understanding the truth and knowing what the people are going through. So I don't know what I personally would hope that the global leaders stop doing is to start treating the Middle East like it is just some kind of class war, where every time the people are suffering and they are going through things, they forget what the people are going through and they come up with like plan of, saying that there's going to be peace, they're going to do X, Y, and Z, and it's just on paper. It never materialized. So my hope is this time everybody should be included and it should materialize.
All right. So do you think it's a deal or no deal, given what you read?
I don't think it's a deal.
And why is that so?
And I think the reason why is, first, not everyone is included. You cannot say you want to make peace and then you select and leave out the other people that need to be part of the process. So bring everyone together.
All right, thank you, Shirley. This is my take, though. The first thing I like about the whole peace plan or proposal is the fact that guns are silent and the innocent people in the Gaza Strip or whatever you call it, those kids, those mothers, those fathers that have been starving for months, at least food can get to them because Israel blocked practically everything. And so the people were dying of starvation, children, no medication, doctors want to go there, the people are bombing practically everything. So I like the fact that at least temporarily we'll have this sort of truce right now. But now if you go into the details of the plan, right? If you look at the plan, I think this is another facade, First, sorry, Patrick, to say that, but I know you.
Don't get Patrick yet, please.
But here's what I think, right? So, like I already pointed out, two people cannot be fighting and you try to broker peace and then you let one person out. That's an issue already. You have to understand, the Hamas is the militant arm of PLO, the Palestinian Liberation Struggle, whatever you want to call it, right? So the same way you have IDF in Israel, the Israeli Defense Force, the guys are defending Israel. So because the Palestinians, they want their freedom, they've been fighting for their freedom forever. And these guys, Israel practically supported by the U.S., they take Shelley and our taxes, billions of dollars every year they send it to the people just to bomb those innocent people. So I don't see it as a serious deal. Another factor I have with that deal is the fact that Trump and Tony Blair will be supervising the whole thing. These people, they are looking for, they want freedom, right? And they don't want these colonial masters to be over them. And now you bring in Tony Blair, and who has a business interest in a particular area, the same Trump, that created a conflict, that supporting Israel, giving the arms and the money, and he would be over the whole thing. It's a joke. the Palestinians, they are not stupid. You know, they want freedom. So you can bring your slave master to say, you know what, I will be supervising the whole thing. You know, so I just don't want to say a lot of time, but there's a lot of problem with their plan. And I'm afraid, they're talking about, the Palestinian, they will get the civilian, the technocrats, and to lead temporarily. So basically, they try to establish what they call trusteeship, right? So you have people from all sides leading, they're providing practically everything. And I don't think the Palestinians, especially Hamas, is the struggle arm of the organization. He said they will not be part of the leadership. Hamas should stay out. They should give their guns. Why should anybody trust Trump or Israel? They should give their arms, and if they want rescue or asylum, they will give it to them. Is that something that you think those guys were bad? No, they are not stupid. So the guys got to just tell Israel, because the only reason the conflict is in that area is because Patrick and his colonial friends, they came from Europe and they invaded the people from that land, and now they got the military, the war power beyond them, and so they can do anything. You see, Shelley, you know why the war in Iran did not last long? It's because Iran was an existential threat to Israel. She was militarily capable of doing damage to Israel. So their bombs were dropping, the Iron Dome they depended on, it wasn't working. So that's why they had just 12 days war. But if the Hamas, the people in Palestine, they were militarily capable, or they have the same military strength as Israel, that thing will be over a long time. But because the people don't have anything, and so America and other people, they will just give them arms and go kill people. You know, but Patrick, your plan will not work. Unfortunately, I know you wanted a Nobel Peace Prize, but that thing will not work, my man.
But to add on the Madison is it more like a delay than a plan that it can deliver, right? Because in order to have a true peace deal, you must build it on fairness and empathy, not politics. And I think this has been built on politics, and fairness is out of that. So,
okay. So
Patrick has something different, you know.
Yeah, Patrick, if you have thoughts, go ahead so we can transition to the next thing.
Okay. So nobody wants to suffer two times. A man should be allowed to suffer once. What the Jews experienced in 1945, what they experienced, the horror, the terror, 6 million of their population, 6 million people. To them 80 years ago, we will all pray and I applaud them that they have prepared themselves that it will never happen to them anymore. It will never. So thank God they have built their military capability to destroy any country, including Russia, China, and any country that stands in their way. And Hamas has no choice but to obey. In fact, Hamas is a terrorist group. What can it be doing in the White House? What can it be doing in Cairo? To sit down with Israel? To sit down with the US? To talk peace? No. Hamas has no choice. It's a terrorist group, and it must just listen and obey the rules. In the war order, the big guys play. The big guys do the cards, and you just play by the rules.
Patrick, unfortunately, we can go in a circle all day. The man you're talking about, Shelley, the man said Hamas is a terror organization. Given the whole war that just started recently, right? I think July 7 in Israel, these militants, they crossed the border, which are horrible. And they killed around 1,000 Israelis or so, and they captured some. All right, 1,000. But Shelley, these guys, they have killed over 65,000 of these people. All right, and you have to understand, for 58 years, these people, they have been killing and suppressing the Palestinians, right? And Patrick is crying over Holocaust. Okay, you have to understand the Palestinians did not commit the Holocaust against the Jewish people. It was Hitler. Okay. It was Hitler that did that. So to take your anger on the Palestinian, because you have more guns. You have America and other countries behind you, and you are terrorizing the whole region. All the countries in that region, the Lebanon, the Syria, Israel has attacked practically all the countries. But Patrick is using the word Hamas is a terrorist country. If you're attacking all your neighbors around you, who are you? You are the terrorists.
Right.
So how can you call people that are defending themselves terrorists? And like during the war in Liberia, Charles said people came to Patrick village and Patrick took his machete, a single barrel, and defending himself. Then Patrick will say, you call himself a terrorist for fighting chartered men that are coming to the village and raping the women and the children and then killing the elders. That's what Patrick is telling me here. These invaders, they came and encroached on the people's land because they have the war superpower in other countries beyond that. All right. So we can go inside all day on this topic. I want to transition to another thing. But the peace deal is another bluff. You know, Trump was trying to get a Nobel Prize so hard and he didn't get it. Now, that brings us to the next thing that I want to talk about here. Since I measure the Nobel Prize. So I seen some comments coming here. We'll take a look at some of the comments shortly. So I want us to talk about this lady right here. Let me put us in presentation mode. And Shelley, again, be on the standby if I want you to play something so you can do that for us.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let me put us. So Shelley, if you can go to the picture, there's a lady there. I mean, she's very light skinned. I don't want to say, sound racist, but she's light skinned lady. So you can put that lady picture out there. Very good. So her name is Mariah Machado. She's from Iran. I want to give a little background. I don't know whether you guys did a little research on her, but she won the Nobel Peace Prize. All right. So now, the way I understand it, if you read Alfred Nobel well, the guy who left this stuff with us, he didn't intend for people that create chaos to be the recipient of the award. So first of all, he said Nobel Peace. All right, it's some people that are pro-peace, right? But let's look at a little history of this woman. You know, she's a opposition in Iran. She was against Chavez, and now she's against Maduro, the current president of Venezuela, right? So let's look at a little brief history of her. First of all, she was born September 10, 1946. She is, no, sorry, that's the wrong person I'm looking at, my fault. 1967. She is 58 years old, okay? She was born October 7, 1967. She is 58 years old. She educated lady for sure. She's an industrial engineer with master's degree in finance. Okay, she's quite educated lady. She's a promoter of what they call popular capitalism. Okay, popular capitalism is the notion that a large group of the people should have shared in businesses in the country, and just to be short, right? So that's why she's a promoter of popular capitalism. She supports the prioritization of entity or the state-run enterprises right now, especially the oil companies in Venezuela. They are government-run, all right? So she's a capitalist, you got to understand. So she wants, because Venezuela, Maduro and those people, they are using the oil to help the people out. And because she's a capitalist, so she wants to take the company out of the possession of the government, pull it in private companies' hands so they can make profit. Because capitalism is nothing but profit making. It's not about people interest, it's about profit. So she wants the companies in Venezuela to be privatized. And that's why Americans and other countries have been fighting, because Venezuela, to an extent, is a socialist country, right? And anyway, you hear that S word, America doesn't want to hear it, okay? So they have been using the woman as a puppet to destabilize that country. So yeah, that's something she believes in. She called for the banning of re-election to political office. I don't know whether that democracy to ban people for being re-elected. Okay, that's something she advocated as well. She is in favor of same-sex marriage. She supports the legalization of marijuana and abortion. That's her position. You go read about online, Wikipedia, or whole profile that she supports free education for all Venezuelans for sure. But the contradiction here is if you want to privatize state-owned enterprises, then how? I mean, where are you taking the money from to give free education to people? You know. So, but that's something she believes in. Our hero is Margaret Thatcher, the former British Prime Minister. I mean, that horrible woman. If you get time to just read about her, she in the same line of Ronald Reagan, those kind of people. So foreign policy. If you look at her on foreign policy, she is anti-communist for sure. She's a signatory to the 2020 Madrid Charter. That's an organization that is against communism. She supports Trump, whom she described as visionary. That she described Trump. She said Trump is visionary in relation to opposition in opposition to Maduro, because Trump has been attacking and killing the Venezuelan lately, and she is in support of that. Also, what I learned about her, she has been praising Trump for deploying U.S. Navy and bombing people in the Venezuelan rivers or waters over there. That's something she supports for sure. She wants the president of Venezuela to be deposed through military means. That's something that she supports. She supports Israel for sure. She supports international or U.S. sanction on Venezuela. What is going on right now? She in support of that. She openly advocated for foreign intervention to remove Maduro, the current president. That's something she did. Or she's in favor. She's a right-wing politician. She is somewhat the same tradition of President Trump. She's in that area. She defended the claim that being rich is good. Shelley, that's an interesting claim. She said being rich is a good thing. Now, I'm not saying, at least if you ask me, being rich is not necessarily bad, right? But how you acquire the wealth is the problem for me. You know, there are people, I mean, that are rich, the wallowing in riches in the U.S. because they suppress the blacks for 400 or more years. And that's how they get away. So rich, I mean, being rich is not necessarily bad, but it's how you acquire the wealth. Yeah, there are some of the things you supported. So I just want to give you a little profile of this lady. Hopefully you read about it. I think Pathway is a buffer over there. So if you have any perspective, do you think she deserved it, given what I just outlined to you, giving you a profile? That's what on the internet for her. Shelly, do you think your fellow woman, the woman is the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of Venezuela? Ellen advocated for Tito, to bring the wall. You have demolished the executive mansion, we build it, right? Then after doing all the things supporting the war in Liberia, they gave her the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay? That's the same thing they are doing in Venezuela and giving this woman that causing chaos against the president. They gave her the Nobel Prize. So what you think of it? Do you think she deserves it?
I know where you are going with all that history and just, So I knew where you are going with that. I was just like, okay, I know where he's going with all of this before coming to ask the question if she deserved it. So Madison, yeah, she deserved it. She fought against dictatorship. She was fearless. So I think getting a Nobel Peace Prize is not all about any war. It's about you standing for yourself and for your people. And I think she did that. So with all the little background that you gave.
That is a little, Shelley.
And I knew exactly where you are going with that background and just, emphasizing on some of the things that you want to frame her to look ugly. But it doesn't stop the fact that she fought against dictatorship. Okay? And what is the category of you deserve to get the Nobel Peace Prize? In your understanding, what is it?
Okay, when you say people that deserve it, I would say Dr. King deserved it. When they gave it to him, that was the right person to give it to. Nelson Mandela deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. But not a woman that is supporting a military insurrection in her country that wants America and other countries to come and overthrow the government. No, she doesn't deserve it. Look at the history of the woman. She wants to take food from it. What Maduro and those people doing right now, using the state resources, supporting the people. The same thing Gaddafi was doing in Libya, using state resources to support the people. When a child is born in Libya, all the way to college, everything is defrayed. And that's similar thing. Venezuela has same policy. But this woman, because she is in the Western pocket, so she wants to take, because anywhere you, again, like I emphasize, anywhere you hear the word socialism, America doesn't want that country to survive. That's why they destabilize Gaddafi, or let's say Libya today, and it's a chaos. And that's the same thing. So why you think America has been fighting China? It's because the Chinese government is using the resources. America is 240 some more years old since it gained independence. China is 76 years. But guess what? Within 76 years, China took 800 million people out of poverty. America, what is the population of America? It's 330 million people. The people cannot, they just suffering here. You and myself will have to work triple or three jobs before we can survive. So anywhere you see socialism is doing well, America wants to destabilize that place because they want to keep the resources in the hands of few individuals. That's why in America here, you have Elon Musk, you have Jeff Bezos, the people that are sitting on mountain of money, and people are suffering here. The people are sleeping on the street. They don't care. So it's the same thing that this woman, she's a capitalist. She's one of the conservative right winger like Trump. It's all about them cut taxes for rich people. Somebody got billions of dollars and you're cutting taxes for them. Just the way you have the beautiful bill right now in America. Yes. So they're cutting taxes for those guys. And guess what? You know what Trump did? He didn't do it temporarily, make it permanent. So the guy is there permanently. They don't have to pay taxes. So that's the kind of philosophy the woman espoused, and America has been supporting her. And my sister said she deserves it, but if you ask me, no. Martin Luther King deserves it. I mean,
I see a lady who represents hope for all the people that believe that freedom is worth race. So I understand all the other stuff, that there is no one that you're going to put on stage and be like, yeah, everything about them is completely perfect. Your take and your belief on what you think that make her doesn't deserve it versus what I think that, she deserves it.
I mean, but you're not making a cogent argument why she deserves it. You
already gave your counter argument, and I understand where you are going with all of that. That's why you did your deacon of research and she did this one, she did that one. So we're not really talking on.
How can you say you love your people but you want sanction to be on them? You are supporting U.S. sanction on the people. You know what it means when
they're not doing the right thing, though, Madison? Do you reward them?
What is the right thing?
Well, let's go back to Liberia. Let's just go to Liberia. With the people that are on sanction, right? On sanction, that are doing the wrong thing, taking our
allegedly, Shelley. Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. Thank you for correcting me. Mm-hmm. But anyway, and I'm sure at some point you are on this platform and be like, yeah, they are building houses. They are taking our money. They are misusing the money. And you're like, yeah, let them get that post sanction on them. But she is advocating for the people resources and making sure it's not misused. And you are saying because of that, she doesn't deserve it.
Shelley, I want you to hold your thought there. Our guest is backstage. Yeah. Okay. So, I know it's a fascinating conversation. Let's see what we can bring the guest on and to have a little chat with him. And but ladies and gentlemen, we have the distinct pleasure to bring on camera for the first time on Voice of Sinoe. Our own son, our own father, our own nephew, the man who cares for Liberia, like all of us here, Mr. Professor, I should say that title right before I get in trouble. Professor Paye Gbelayan. Yes. Let me bring that talking point down. Professor, how you doing, sir? Welcome aboard.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm great. and it is a pleasure to be, part of your platform this evening. Thank you so much. And
great,
I look forward
great.
to
You look great. You look great.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It looks like the rescue government is working for you.
Well, my brother, this is our country, so we got to manage it now. So some of us have to come home and make that sacrifice to provide knowledge to our students and all of that. So it really doesn't matter what we get, but it does matter when you are contributing to your own country. And so I'm happy to be here, and that's why you see me like the way I am.
Okay. So before I bring Patrick and Shelley, there's a question I always ask. I have the quote from Chinua Achebe in Things Fall Apart. He said, the laser does not jump from the top of the ogre tree for nothing. I mean, you are now a laser for sure. But what brought the professor in the town square?
Well, it's not kind of easy, but when people are monitoring your activities, people like your politicians and journalists concerned, and they want to speak with you. So that's how, I got here this afternoon, because there are other people that are kind of listening and they want to hear from me on some activity that are happening. Oh God.
You are good. You are good.
It's good, right?
Yes,
yeah, you are good. You're fine.
Okay, great. All right. So I was speaking that, when people are monitoring you and see some of the activities that you are doing, people like you guys and journalists are concerned and they want to speak with you. So, and that's what I'm here this afternoon to have that conversation.
All right. So Shelley, I'll bring you in. I'll bring Patrick, but I heard the word activities, What are some of the activities that you are engaged in, is that in Montserrado? Is that in Sinoe County? I mean, what are the activities and where are you carrying on these activities?
Okay, so thank you so much. I'm not sure whether you want me to provide a little bit brief introduction and background of who I am so that the listener
that'll be great. That'll be awesome.
Okay, great. Okay, so for all of our listeners, in Liberia, in the U.S., and also, in Sinoe this afternoon, my name is Professor Paye S. Gbelayan. I've been in Liberia now since I left the U.S. 2008. And so when I came here, first of all, I have political ambition, actually, for which I came home. And so in 2011, I contested in Montserrado. There was a tough election where, you see competing interest, particularly when it comes to party candidates. And so I didn't make it in 2011. 2017, I tried again. It didn't work out. And then 2023, I tried in Montserrado as well. And again, it didn't work out. It's not because that I was a lazy candidate or I wasn't doing anything in district number 12, but it was because, my own political party at the time, CDC, was fighting me. And, it's not easy when a bigger political party is fighting you. And so that was it. In terms of my professional background, for those of you that are in the U.S., you know that I have a strong professional background in financial institution in banking. I spent 12 and a half years working with a larger bank at the time, the Bank of America, for over 8.5 years. And then before I joined Bank of America, I worked for the First Union National Bank of Florida, which is currently a Wachovia Bank in the U.S. So I spent 12 and a half years in the banking institution in the United States before I moved to Liberia in 2008. In Liberia, when I came, I joined the Rabat International Airport briefly, and then moved on to Global Bank for 3.5 years. And then in 2013, I joined the National Investment Commission, where I am currently as Director for Private Sector Development.
Oh, nice. Patrick, I have avalanche of questions, but I just want you and Shelley to at least enter with the professor.
I have one of questions too. Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let me give you the floor, Shelley. Let's bring the lady in.
Well, first I want to say, Professor, welcome here, and we appreciate you taking your time to be here with us today. I have a few questions here. My first question is, after 4 unsuccessful political attempts in Montserrado County, which is District 12, many were surprised to see you now, as you said in your introduction, activity engaging in Sinoe County District number 3. What inspired your decision to return home? And is it about quality or service or personal?
Okay, thank you, Shelley. But let me make a little bit of correction. Okay. Actually, I contested in Montserrado District number 12 3 times. That's 2011, 2017, and 2023. So it's not 4th time.
Thanks for the
correction. You know, all of us, we have our county of origin. And you know, I'm from Sinoe County, District number 3, specifically in Jerusalem, where I was born, and then grew up, went to Sinoe, Greenville, where I graduated from Sinoe High School in 1983. So we all love to go home. But the reason I was in Montserrado is this. You know, we have our tradition, and for some of us that saw a little bit of normal days, we respect our people, we respect our elders. In District 3 at the time, Honorable Zaza was there, and he's my uncle. And you know, traditionally, you cannot contest or fight your uncle for a political position. That wouldn't give me a good reputation. And that's why I consistently stayed in Montserrado County District number 12. Now, what encouraged me to move back home is because Honorable Zaza has relinquished the position in 2023. And so beginning 2024, January or February, I communicated with him, expressing my interest to move in the district since he's no longer there. And that's why you see me, I begin with the district tour. And we have completed the Sapo Belt, which include 3 districts. The Johnson district, the Singon district, and the Wakaba district. We have already completed those districts. We are touring. December that is coming is for the Crew Belt, which includes the Sanquin and the Taiwan district. So these activities that you guys are following, they are politically, you know, activities that are being requested by our people. You know, during the tour, there are people who have challenges. There are many challenges at home. I'm sorry that when you go home, you will see exactly what our people are going through. So, for instance, in Jadertown, when you see the Palaba Hall in Jadertown, you don't even want to sit on it. Very bad, you know, very bad, almost at the point of falling. The zinc is leaking, everywhere is leaking, and so the town requested that, look, Mr. Gbelayan, we don't have a good town hall, so we want you to help us. And that's why we're going to build a modern town hall in Jadertown. In addition to that, in Chelutown, which is also in Weja, we have started the construction of the commissioner office. You know, in our country, most of the appointed position, especially on the internal affairs, they don't have offices. They don't have places. Some of them are sitting down on the tree. Some of them are sitting down on the let's say, Palaba Hall for some reason. So when the Wecha people requested that I construct, you know, a commissioner office for them, I agreed to do that. And so the Jadertown Town Hall, the Chewlu Town Commissioner Office, the materials are already in the Weja community. They have completed the roofing of the Commissioner Office, and as we speak right now, they have completed up to 2,000 bricks. So maybe by next month, the bricks will start going up. For the Jadertown Town Hall, we have also completed concrete bricks 1,000. So I'm looking for the contractor now, you know, to construct that bit because it's going to be a modern town hall in Jadertown. So I'm soliciting help. I've spoken with a lot of people in Sinoe. If they know somebody good, we can build a building. They should let me know. But I haven't gotten a good person yet. So all of the activities you are seeing, they are activities to say your son is returning home.
Okay.
So besides what we're doing.
How many questions? Can I ask 2 more questions?
Yeah, so 3 per person. So go the last 2 questions.
Okay. Do you believe your past setbacks have straightened your connection, to the people now, or made them more skeptical about your move?
Sorry, I do apologize. I didn't get the beginning part of that question.
I said, do you believe your past setbacks, like running 3 times and was unsuccessful, has straightened your connection to the people now, or is it something that made them more skeptical about your move?
No, the thing about it is I wouldn't look at it as setback, but I would look at it, because the thing about it is that when a bigger political party fight an individual, you know what it means. It's not an easy thing. But I fight back, and I told CDC at the time that, look, as long as you fight me, you will never win in District 12. And for the 3 times that I contested in Montserrado, CDC didn't even have a win there. They didn't have someone that win during the 3 times that I contested in the district. So I wouldn't look at it as setback, but I look at it as an opportunity to strengthen, my ability to move to the next area. And that's why I can consider it wouldn't be a setback, but it strengthened me a lot to be able to understand the political network and to also be able to, connect with my own people. But besides going on the few days, I have been home. I have done a lot of stuff. I went in 2023 when I visited their home first. I built somebody's house. I provide zinc. I provide mattresses in 2023, even when I was still contesting in Montserrado at the time. So it's not because, as you put it, is the reason of going home, but it is because my people too love me, and they have advised me that, look, in Montserrado, you are competing among different set of people. And anyone that lives in District 12 will tell you that Lovian has the majority of the voters in our district. So it's really difficult if you have somebody from Lofa contesting in district number 12.
Okay,
Shelly, your last question.
My last question: if this new journey leads to a political victory, what specific changes or development will you prioritize? Could you focus on first District 3? And how do you plan to ensure that your services go beyond politics to have
So Shelley, right now, what I'm doing is I'm holding consultations with the various districts and their citizens. And because their talks that they will share with me will give me an idea as to what exactly that they want me to do. So right now, I haven't figured out yet because the district tour is still ongoing. So after the tour now, then at least I would say, well, this is what the people want. And so then I will begin to draft my agenda for district number 3. So at this point, we have gathering their needs. We are looking at it, but in terms of whether the development will be a guarantee, I can assure you that whatever I do, even in District 12, if you come here to see the project I did in District 12, you will give me the credit, because the public background that I built on queer field in District 12 is the best, if not in Liberia, that any individual I ever built for our people. And because of what I did in District 12, it is generating income right now. To use that public toilet, you have to make a contribution, you have to pay. So it also generates employment, and then it raises funds for the community. And so I'm going to do that in my own county and in my own district.
Thank you.
Patrick, what are your 3 questions for the professor?
Good afternoon, Professor. How you doing?
I'm okay, Patrick.
Thank you for joining us today. Okay, so you have migrated politically from Montserrado to Sinoe, from district number 12 to number 3 to Sinoe. You just told that you have concluded 2 out of the 3 districts, in the Southland.
Out of the 5. Yeah, out of the 5.
Sinkmon, Galton, and Wakaba. Tell us, what have you discovered? What have you discovered in terms of the living condition of the people, the legislative progress of the current representative there, and then other indicators, that will really motivate you to move into the race?
Number one, the community is divided, or the current representative has created hatred in the district. In his own district, there are people that don't even want to speak with him. And after the election, he should have called everybody and reconciled, genuinely. Not something that you, because you want to delegate, how you call it, the city hall that you have, renovated, and call that a genuine reconciliation. Its own district is divided. Johnson people are divided. I can say that because I have traveled to Johnson. Go there and go in Cameroon Town, come in Bellable Creek, and try to find out. You will realize that this young man has divided his own district. So that's one of the motivating factors. I think what we need in Sinoe, we need to be united, And people that follow my track record in the United States as the vice president for the United Cycle Association in the U.S. before coming to Liberia, they saw what I did. My ability to unite people, because when you are united, then you can do more. But he had divided that district, he had divided the people. It's all about insults every day. Even Honorable Zaza, who was not even contesting, who never contested against it in 2023 when they read to insult the woman, you just said you open your mouth. So I told him, look, don't look at Zaza, you look at me now. Zaza is no longer on the page. So you look at me. You talk about you have done project, but I'm doing more and expensive project than what he did in 2023 before he was here. And so you're crying now. He calling people in Sampling and told them, the man, why did you bring Mr. Gbelayan in Sampling to do a project? He called people in Wedja. Right now, he can't even speak to some people in Wedja because the Wedja community asked me to go and do a project. So the young guy had divided our district. People are not happy. You can see the bitterness. And all of these things are my motivation to go and restore kind and ensure that transparency and accountability become the key for our people. People who know me in the U.S. and in Liberia, I don't play around that. I'm a transparent individual with integrity. Not only that, I'm saying it in word, but the first job in Liberia that I had with the Rabo International Airport, I left from there because I uncovered major corruption at the Rabo International Airport around 2028. And because of that, I was dismissed from there. But it doesn't matter for me. But people have to do the right thing. The young man, if we were serious, he should have been arrested, handcuffed, and dragged to police station to account for the district money that he had received. He had never accounted for them. He's just passing around using the government money. Nobody knows what the district has received and all of that. So those are my motivating factors of going to district number 3.
Okay, to my next question. What informs a politician to go into a particular...
Why you getting feedback? I think the professor is up on your end. There's a lot of feedback.
I'm hearing the feedback too. I don't know.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's from your end.
It's in from my end. Okay.
Yeah, let's try it. Yeah.
Okay. So the empirical reliance of every politician is his base. A specific number that he relies on to move into the race. You are a sample man going into the race against other friends, other brothers, other sisters. Which district?
Unfortunately, I don't know. There's a lot of feedback.
Which district?
Patrick, try your device too and see. There's a lot of feedback.
Yeah, I'm hearing that as well.
All right, let's try.
I think that was from Patrick.
Is that? Okay. Which district? Blossom, Wakaba, Sinko. Which district is your most reliable base?
Let me say this. My base is my house, my household members in Jerusalem, and the town is my base. So I have people that live with me in my house, they are my first base, and the whole town is my base. And that is the difference that people will see. In District 12, there's no specific base that I have. because most of our people are not ready to say, let's find a different seat outside of District 3. So it will allow competing among different tribal grouping. So like I don't have a specific base in Montserrado, but in District 3, I have my town, whether like 300 vote, whether like 200 vote, at least 80 to 90% of the town people will vote for me. So that's a base. So I'm going into the race. If God gave me the chance to live up to 2029, that I have a base behind me. And of course, I came from Sincon. And so those that are happy with me from the Sincon belt, they will go for me. But even look at what we're doing now in Wedja community. Right now, Wedja is not going to remain the same. All right. I can tell you that Wedja will be one of my stronger areas that will be monitored during the vote counts. I can tell you, Patrick. So yes, my town is my base. People that live in my house, you know, and from my culture, they are also my base as well. These are the first group of people that I will count on to cast the vote in my favor. But I'm sorry, Patrick, we're running around, but I people in the U.S., when I contested for the SAPO presidency, they saw how the vote were divided. You know, the vote was strongly divided. That brought about the first division among the SAPO community in the U.S. All right, the vote were divided, and 4C is going to happen again in Liberia in 2029.
Okay,
so
my last. What is it the current representative has not done? Do you think he's not doing? You think he's not doing that you want to do, or that you would do as a first priority?
So here's the first one, Patrick. Here's the first one. If I were the representative, go back home. Forget about the entire 5 districts. Reconcile your own district. Reconcile the Johnson people. You know, I've been to Johnson now 3-4 times, and you can see the bitterness and the division. He doesn't speak with some people. He doesn't speak with some people. And the leader should not behave in that manner. So if I were him, go back to your district first. Come up with a great reconciliation strategies that will bring your people together. But I don't think that guy going to do it because, you know, he doesn't listen to people and all of that. So I'm going to change that by creating an environment where we will again come back together like the way it was on Honorable Zaza and Honorable Wabai. The other thing is there's no district meeting, you know, where the representative make a report. It's required all on their own route to report to your district. You have not done that. I was informed that during this last July 26th celebration, it just passed, you know, some booklet to the fire superintendent. Nobody knows what was in it, and I believe, you know, a representative should be able to give a detailed report of the happenings at the Capitol building. He failed to do that. If I'm elected, I will ensure periodically that the people in the district would know exactly what's happening from the Capitol building.
Patrick, you want to put yourself on mute? Let me engage with the professor a little bit, please.
Okay, you want me to put myself on mute?
I got him on mute already.
No, not you, Professor. I'm talking about Patrick.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes he forgets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got Patrick on mute already.
Okay, so Professor, thank you for the interaction with my co-panelists. There is a cliche that says that charity begins at home and ends abroad. You said something that was a little alarming to me. You said you participated in the SAPO Association election in the U.S. and that brought conflict. It divided that election divided the SAPO community. I mean, and you were also predicting that.
Let me provide.
One second, please. And you also you in that same line, you also said that might happen in 2029. So I mean, I'm hearing two things from you here. You are talking about reconciliation at the same time. Your history created polarization. So I would say that you're talking about reconciliation at the same time. Your history, you divided your community.
Okay, but let me provide that clarification. I think there's something missing there. Okay, the first question that Patrick asked was, what would you do differently? Okay, and then he come also to say, what is your base? Are you following what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, I'm following you.
The issue to the base, well, because you asked me about my specific base and also talking about the various district. And I told him that, look, Patrick, my first base would be people who live with me in my own house in Jerusalem. And the second one would be people in my own town. So that is my base. And that is the difference between District 12 and District 3, because in District 12, I didn't have a base. I was competing among different tribal grouping. So that's how I pulled the question of the base issue. Now, so I also reminded him that the supposed election in Philadelphia specifically, you know, it took that line that he was alluding to, you know, those from my background lined up behind me, those from the other candidate background lined up against him. But after the election, what happened was leadership was misplaced. That's what brought about the confusion, but not my participation. All right. After the person was elected, I went on the stage and congratulated her, and I showed my willingness to work with her. But again, leadership was misplaced, and then confusion started. In fact, I was one of the individuals along with Peace Legislature that was on the peace committee. We tried our best, and still it didn't work out. So the confusion that came about that you're talking about, it is not from me, but it is from the other person who doesn't want to respect people that we are seeing today in district number 3. That's somebody that doesn't want to respect anybody.
Professor, you say, if you cannot reconcile your community, the smaller community, I mean, the sample community is a subset of district number 3. If you cannot reconcile the U.S., because you say you're on a peace committee, and you did not reconcile,
I was a member.
How can you reconcile a whole district, though?
There is a difference. First of all, I was not the president of the Sapo community after the election. All right, so I'm not the one that bring people to the table. There's a difference when you are not. Yeah, but that's a committee. The leadership have to be willing. They have to be receptive to the peace deal. If you have a leader who doesn't listen to people, how do you think you're going to get that genuine reconciliation? You will never get it. And that is the point. There's one point of having a committee to mediate between the party, and there's another thing of having somebody who don't want to respect anybody, insulting everybody all over the place. And then you are in the United States, and you want to do your own research on the election in Philadelphia. After that election, what happened with Khalid Jagbelay's leadership? You want to find out. I think she's in the U.S.
So, Professor, what you are saying, in other words, the reason the peace didn't come to the community at the time, you weren't the leader. Is that correct?
That's correct. And the leadership who's supposed to bring its people together wasn't doing it. I mean, it's complete disrespect, to everybody, to the elders, in the community and all of that. So there's no way that you will.
All right, somebody's calling the professor there. Let's see whether he's going to come back. Yeah. But so far, guys, I think the conversation, okay, he's back now. Let me bring him back.
You are in my position when you force the people. But if I'm elected, it means now that I'm now the leader and I have the heart for peaceful environment. Because there'll be no genuine.
Professor, let's adjust your device a little bit to improve the quality of your sound.
District. And that is the difference.
Can we adjust your device a little bit to improve the quality of your sound? It's compromised.
I'm not hearing you. I think
yeah.
I'm not hearing everyone.
Yeah, so I want you to go back and come back
I'm
in.
not
I think,
guys.
Okay. So I will kind of take in and you come back in. I think because they call him, and so the sound is. So Patrick, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see whether he'll come, because somebody called him, so his sound it went mute. That's why he's not hearing. Also, is there anything you can just tell him to come back in?
Yeah, he will come back. Let's see.
But Shirley, while we are waiting for the professor, what do you guys make of the output of the professor so far?
I think Patrick, who is on the ground, can kind of attest, or he should be the one who probably can tell us that if the professor is actually doing the things that he's saying that he's doing right now.
No, but Shelley, I'm saying based on his output right now, what do you think of him?
I mean, he answering the question. He's not, he's not because there's some time where you are doing interview with people and they are really rude about questions that you are asking. So he's leaning back, he answering the question, and I don't see anything where I would say is kind of concerning to me. But I think my only thing is he really doing the things that he say he's doing right now? And if he is, then he's on the right track. I think my mind got kind of messed up when he said the political party was fighting him. And we only have 3 questions, but my follow-up question will be, you knew they were fighting you the first time, the second time, and the third time? So what strategy did you put in place after the first time? I don't know. So he didn't have any strategy to put in place. He knew they were fighting him, and he kept on going.
There you come. He's back. Let's see.
So,
getting you guys.
All right, Professor, welcome back. Yeah, you're better now. The
Okay.
reason you went mute is because somebody called you. So every time somebody calls, your sound will go mute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So no one.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So I was trying to provide clarification on that concern you have. In order to have a genuine reconciliation, the leadership should set a tone. If that leadership is not setting that tone, no matter who you become on the committee, it's not going to work. And that's what the issue was in the U.S. at the time. I have a genuine heart. If somebody, for instance, lost the election and you are on the committee for reconciliation, you should know that person have a very good heart. But if the leadership doesn't want to set a tone that will bring the people together, nothing you can do as a member on the committee. And that was the challenge.
Okay, so my next question, Professor, I know you, the politicians, when you guys want something, you have to make. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but when you guys want something, you have to make your opponent a little bad. So you said the incumbent has divided the district. So what specifically did he do that precipitated the rift that you're talking about right now?
What is happening in the district? I wasn't there during the election because I was in my own election in Montserrado. But during the district tour, you can see the bitterness. People express themselves. People come and say, well, he doesn't speak with me. And there was a time that when I sent some group to go and do a music for me, I told them I was going to arrange a motorbike from Bellable Creek. They say, oh, no, we can't go to that place. We can't take motorbike from that place, this and that. That's how bitter people are in that district. There are people who doesn't speak to the representative doesn't speak to them. In the Johnson, I'm not even talking about the rest of the 4, but in his own district. And it's not because that I'm making him bad. And I pray that you come to Liberia and go through the district, go through the Johnson belt, and you will see what I'm talking about. It's not about that I against him. He's a good young man, but
so
when you
Professor,
get an opportunity, you have
I'm following you, right? But by virtue of the man not talking to certain people, is that what creating the conflict, or there's something that he's doing that is actually causing the conflict? Marseille, he doesn't talk to me. But that doesn't mean the USA is not, the people in the US are divided. The father of the man does not want to speak to me. So I want to know concretely, specifically, what is he doing that is dividing, say, for example, Joazan? Is he giving certain things to certain people and that's giving certain things to certain? What is he? I just want to get clear on that.
Like I said, I wasn't there, and I'm not sure what happened between he and Reverend Kolo during the election, but I can tell you that what I saw in Bellable Creek there's a hatred and there is a division in Johnson itself. What he did, I don't know, but I know for sure that people are not speaking to each other, or he has not done anything in Cameroon Town, and I'm not sure whether that's the reason, but I think that confusion started during their election in the district. But after election, as a leader, you have to have a genuine heart to come up with a genuine reconciliation, all right, and speak with your people. You can start it from your own house. There was a time here, one brother can't speak. His brother, they can't speak. Certain time they go. All right. So if you can't even reconcile your own family in your house, and your district is bitterly divided, how is it that he want to divide that? And most often they get on internet, Facebook, cursing, the opponents, the past leaders. Those are things that actually elevate the hatred in the district. So they need to tune down those rhetoric of insulting past leaders and their opponents. And I think that's why actually responsible for that hatred. Because if somebody loves you, if somebody
Patrick, before I bring you and Shelley in again, my last question, Professor. You build, I think, one of the best a bathroom or toilet, public toilet in Sinoe somewhere there. But I was a little alarmed when you said people got to pay to go there. I mean, and given the economic condition of our people, a lot of them, they don't have money. So why do you have to pay to use the bathroom?
Well, when I built it, I turned it over to the community. And because it was very cost, since it was $16,000 US I used to build it. All right, we're very decent. Maybe if I have some of the picture, I will send it to you so you look at it. So the community came up with their own idea that, look, we need to maintain it because maintenance is a challenge in Liberia. So it's okay, we need to maintain it. So in order to use it, you will pay maybe $10 or $20. I don't know how much they're paying, but when I pass around there, some time ago, I see an individual who said that they do, because they have to buy tissue, they have to clean the place, and all of that. So yeah, so it's not free. I mean, you have to pay something, but I think between $10, maybe at most $5 to $10 or $20. That's what I think. But
okay. Let me use my moderator leverage here a little bit. But I think if I were you, I would tell the people to change that policy because Tony Gordon built some toilets around the district, and that one of the reasons why he was elected, and they are free. So to build yours and for the people to commercialize it, I don't think that politically is fine for you. Tony Gordon could use it against you.
But so let me ask you a question: who's going to buy the tissue? So let me ask that simple question: who will now be responsible after I turn it over to the community that's going to buy the tissue? Who's going to clean it?
Yeah. So when you ask me that question,
you're laughing at.
Yeah. So I think the right answer to that question, if you ask me, is those that are in power, like Tony Noah, for example. There's a lot of feedback. I don't know why. Yeah. So the point I'm trying to make is, Professor, those that are in power right now, they have to create the economic means for the people to get jobs. So that way they can afford to buy their toilet paper, and stuff like that. But if you don't have job, and then when you want to use the bathroom, you have to be charged. I mean, I can't fathom that how it works. When you're unemployed and then somebody asks you to eat, when you want to ease yourself, you have to pay money. Where am I getting the money from? So it's just a bad look. But Patrick, let's go to Shelley first because Shelley started first. So let's go back to Shelley. Shelley, you want to unmute yourself, or you want me to do it?
Well, I can mute. I can unmute myself. I'm trying to unmute mute the professor, but I just have one more question for the professor.
Yeah, they're calling you again, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that is an interesting question that you asked, though. I mean, build something for the community, but yet you are allowing the community to charge the people, and someone want to use the toilet that were built for them, but they have to pay money to do so. And the argument of, they need toilet tissue. Well, wasn't that considered before building a toilet that they were going to need toilet tissue to use it? So there should be something set in place to make sure that toilet tissue is provided versus charging people to pay. So what you're saying is, if I don't have money and I want to use the toilet, I can not use it. But yet it was built for the community. So there was.
I think what the professor got to do to get himself in that quandary is to say that, again, I just thinking out loud here to say it is the community that decided that policy, right? You build it already, give it to them, turn it over. You got nothing to do with it. So whatever they do after that, it has nothing to do with you. But I'm not seeing detaching himself from what the community is doing. It could be the case that the people say, like he rightly said, how do we maintain it? And so to maintain it, we need a little thing. But then if I have an emergency, if you don't want me to use the bathroom, hey, guess what? The reason the bathroom was built to use it so we can stop the spread of diseases, right? So if I can't afford to go in there, I'm going to the bush. Guess what? Yes. What you're trying to avoid, that's what will happen. You will start to spread disease. But Patrick, any thoughts?
Yes, I think we hope to have him back. We hope he can come back here.
The device is not activated yet. He has to turn the camera on.
Okay, yeah, we hope he can come back here because there are still questions on cross-examination.
I have a few questions, but I want to really ask this one question as well. But go ahead, Patrick.
Yeah, let him come back here. Let him come back here so that he can tell us
some of the things. The device is not, the camera is not turned on, so we can bring you on.
So he lived in the U.S. for a couple of years, and in Liberia, people who seek public office have a tendency to start building structures in the Liberian communities. I want to ask him whether that mentality makes them good leaders. You want to be a representative or senator, you go all around the place building things without any consultation with the EPA, with the public works, or with other relevant authority. You do it on your own because you have the money, the resources, and the land. No zoning laws, no environmental laws follow, no public rights regulation follow. Everybody building things in their own mind and their own thoughts. I want to know whether
he's back now.
Yeah.
Professor, welcome back. Are you hearing us?
Yeah, I'm kind of worried that somebody might call again. I don't know.
Yeah, so next time when you go off, you can go to your setting and click on Do Not Disturb. That way when the call comes.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Sure, go ahead.
So I think my follow-up question with the professor, I think, is how can you describe your leadership style, especially in a region that values both traditional and progress?
So I'm a very kind leader. I'm someone who have respect for people, no matter their age, no matter their sex. I have played a great leadership role before. Like, for instance, in the U.S., like I said, I was the vice president for the United Sable Association in the U.S. And because of my role, I was able to bring the Sable people together, during my time. And so even in Liberia, let's forget about Liberia for now. In the same U.S., I was a chairman for planning committee for.
Are you done?
Yeah, he's frozen there.
I think somebody called him again.
I mean, these people, I did not follow. I did not follow him. That I did not aware he's on air.
Patrick, hold on, he's back.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Yeah, this is a busy device.
He is very busy today.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get to read some of the comments here, and people are saying that Drason is not divided. That is a lie. And someone here,
yeah, let me put some of the comments up so we can look at them. So Drason is not divided by Paye. Please start what you are doing. Okay, so Shirley, that Gbelayan versus Mr. Professor Gbelayan right now, you know, so the guy saying your own, like Stanton and say you say your own, I say my own. So who is telling the truth here now? Yeah, who should we believe?
and that was what I make my statement, right? That Patrick is the one on ground, because you know he can come here and say Drason is divided. I'm not in Drason, I'm not in Liberia to begin with. So we're gonna take his word, right? And again, others are saying no, Drason is not divided. There's one person, one of the comments I say I am in Drason currently and it's not divided. Even though I don't think I like Noah, but I won't say Drason is divided. So then, you know, who you're gonna believe, right? Who's saying the truth and who is not saying the truth? So that's what it comes down to. And Drason, by the way, is where my mom's mom is from. I actually grew up in Drason. During the war, I was in Drason. And so, you know, I will hope that Drason is not divided, but I don't know who's saying the truth.
Professor, let him he gets it to it, then we can bring him back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Professor, welcome back. Are you hearing us?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
All right, good. Who had the flow? Shelley, was it you?
Yeah, that was me, and I just basically asked about his leadership style. I think he got my question, he was answering it, and then he went off.
Yeah, like I told you, Shelley, that look, I'm a kind leader, and also I'm a peaceful person who respect, you know, every members and every citizen, you know, irrespective of their age, their sex, and disability. I have strong values of integrity. I don't easily play around that because my character is what makes me. So that is the difference that I have. If I'm elected in 2029 by the grace of God, I will bring the district together again. So that's part of my district, my leadership style, Shelley.
Thank you.
Shelley, that's all you got? Your last question?
I really want to ask this question too, not from me, but someone here at the comment section who want to understand, because the professor said, maybe just for clarity, I'm going to mute Patrick. Okay. So the professor said that at RIA there was corruption. I mean, so he left, and then later on he said he was dismissed. So I just need a clarity. Like, did he leave or they fire him?
Okay, so let me say this to you, Shelley. You know, the job that brought me to Liberia was an internal audit manager at the Rabat International Airport. So within the 8 months period, during my assessment and audit process, I uncovered major corruption at the Rabat International Airport. All right. So when I raised that issue at a management meeting, the next day I received a dismissal at will letter on section 1508. I wrote the chairman of the board at that time was the late Jackson Doe. He didn't say anything. And then I wrote President Salif, and within a month time, she called me. All right. That was February 9, 2009, when President Salif invited me at the executive mansion. That time they were at foreign ministry. And I went there and I met with her, and then she asked the question, Mr. Gbelayan, what can I do for you? And I said, Madam President, I was dismissed because management wanted to conceal discrepancy. And she said, you know what, I'm tired with this thing here. Take a pen and paper. And I took it. And she said, number one, I will dismiss Jackson Doe. So Jackson Doe dismissed us from the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication was, no, not at that time, was transport. Okay, from Ministry of Transport, it was because of my founding, as an internal audit manager at Rabat International Airport. So that was number one, Jackson Doe dismissed. The managing director, who also passed recently, was also dismissed. That's number two. The president said, number three, Mr. Gbelayan, remain in the apartment the company issued you when you come to Liberia, and then go home and live it with President Salif. That's how that conversation ended 2009 on February 9 with the president of the Republic of Liberia. Okay, so in other words, I was dismissed because I uncovered discrepancies at the Rabat International Airport. And that was the reason. In our country, most people are corrupt. And so when they see an individual who don't want to be part of that cartel, they go after you. And I think you are following some of the activity. That was the reason from the Rabat International Airport. Not only at that, at the University of Liberia, I was the only professor to stand against academic fraud at the University of Liberia. And that's one of the reasons I left from there. All right. 14 students conspired with some of the administrators and changed and fraudulently changed my grade. And then I uncovered that through a process I don't want to explain here. But when I uncovered that, I ran to Professor Winston Tappe. Tappe is living, and maybe you're hearing us. And he said, "Look, right, Dr. Dennis, this is unacceptable." And I wrote that a couple of students and some faculties were suspended for some for 1 year, some for 1 semester. And so I don't play with my integrity value. It's not something that I can easily play around. So that's what happened when at RIA and also at UL.
So you were not dismissed, basically.
I'm sorry?
So you weren't dismissed. You are not dismissed. You left.
No, the dismissals were, what happened? After I done my investigation and my audit process, there was some fictitious company. And so I told in the management meeting, I said, look, I'm going to go to foreign ministry to be able to obtain copy of the article of incorporation for the company so we know the real owners. That was on Friday. Monday now I received a letter of dismissal, and according to them, it's under section 1508, which is dismissal at will.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And the president also invited me, and we talked about it, and those people were dismissed.
So, okay. So
I'm sorry, Patrick, before you come in, I just want to make sure I understand. So the people were dismissed, and you too were dismissed based on.
When I uncovered the corruption at the Rabat International Airport and plan to go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs to obtain copies of the article of incorporation for those companies that are suspected, a Booker company, the next morning when I come to work, the HR issued a letter that said I'm dismissed under section 1508. In our country, you can be dismissed for any reason, whether reason or no reason. That is a law in our country. So they use that law because they don't want me to go and uncover the article of incorporation for those Booker companies. So that was the action they took at the time. But again, when I wrote the president of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, invited me, and based on my explanation, she was able to dismiss the board of director chairman, which is Jackson Doe, the late Jackson Doe, dismiss Jackson Doe, and then dismiss the managing director, and appointed Rachel Williams to be the acting MD. This is the story that went worldwide, especially in Liberia and other parts of the African country. So it was not a small thing. It was in the press and everything. So and that was so that I couldn't consider that I dismissed her, but somebody is trying to cover her or someone don't want to be exposed. And so to do that, they had to say, okay, we'll dismiss you on section 1508.
Okay, the floor is yours.
So let me come here. As a citizen of District Number 3 and a prominent one of that, when last did you talk to your representative by way of phone, telephone, or directly in the gallery? When last did you meet the representative?
Oh, when last did I speak with the representative? I have not called the representative by phone, but let me tell you this one that happened in an open area. We went for a wakekeeping at the I think that those Shigbe family, somebody a mother passed away. So some of the children came from the US, and there was a lot of toying out. So I went there to sympathize with the family. And then I met these two separate representatives of one for District Number 1, which is Honorable Romeo Quia, and then I also met Honorable Ellis Noah on the table. I'm not sure whether you guys are getting me because I'm not seeing your.
We are getting you. Are good. You are good, sir.
Okay, great. So I met them on the table. All right, and so I went to speak to them. I went, Romeo myself, we knocked each other's hand, like the way when people meet, we shake our hand, hold one person's hand. When I pulled after Romeo, I went to Honorable Noah. When I pulled, that guy is very funny. When I tried to shake a hand, he wanted to dash a finger in my hand like your girlfriend don't want you anymore. So I hold that finger, I grabbed that finger. I said, why are you putting finger in my hand? You are our representative, and I'm trying to shake your hand, and then you just knock your finger in my hand. So I held to his finger. I tell you something that happened in an open. I said, I will not leave your hand. You are our representative. Why I'm trying to speak to you, like I spoke with Romeo, and you just drag finger in my hand, your girlfriend, left you, or maybe you left your girlfriend, you don't want to speak to them again. That is the general behavior of this guy. He's not up for any reconciliation. He just want to make confusion all over the place. So how can you call somebody that you met on the way and somebody sitting by him on the Romeo Quia? And Romeo myself with not each other hand, he carried my hand, I brought his hand to me. When I finished with Romeo, when I showed my hand to Honorable Noah, he just dashed a finger in my hand, and I just grabbed that finger too, asking, or ask the boy that around him. I grabbed the finger and said, look, you are our representative. Why are you dashing finger in my hand? I tried to check my hand. I said, well, not leave your hand. That's something. So how can you even visit an office of that person? How can you even call that person? If someone you met in the public area and you're trying to shake the person's hand and you just not get fingers in your hand.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to?
Patrick, you're mute.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not hearing you, Patrick.
Okay. Do you want to confirm that you don't have the contact number of the representative?
Well, first of all, so you didn't listen to my explanation, Patrick?
No, I heard you. But just for confirmation.
How can you call someone?
No, I'm not saying what you call, but I'm asking you don't have his contact number.
Absolutely, I don't have it.
Okay.
I don't have it. I think that meeting would have been the perfect time for that introduction and say, oh, well, Mr. Gbelayan, please take our number, take my number, and then we share number. But if the guy can only knock a finger in my hand and I grab those fingers and say, please leave my finger, man, I say, no, I will not leave your finger. You are our representative. How can you ask somebody like that for a number?
All right, so let's make progress. Now, you are engaging the people, but at the same time, undertaking projects. You lived in the US for some years. I'm sure you voted there for congressman or woman some times ago when you were there. In the US, when people are running for Congress, do they do projects? Do they build toilets? Do they build roads? Do they build schools? Do they build libraries? Do they give people money? Do they give you the citizens in America? Do they give you money?
No, that is not done. It doesn't happen in the U.S. But there's a different. We have a different environment.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So they don't do that. When you do this in Liberia as well too, when you come to Liberia or Africa, and you do it the other way around, does it make you a good leader?
So let me say this, Patrick. The thing about it is that, in our country, the voters want to see what they call tangibles. They want to see what you have done, and in their mind is, because everybody is living, most of our people are very poor. Some people don't even have a toilet in their own area. They don't have some basic thing. So when you are contesting, or you have an ambition to contest, they have expectation for you to do something for them, and that's why protest, when you see candidates or aspirants are doing things in their community where they want to contest, because that's the only way that people will believe in you. And people who are elected, they use that against other leaders, that, oh, the person has not done this, the person was here for 12 years, for 6 years, for this year, and they never did anything. So if you want to be a viable candidate, you have to do something in the district you are contesting.
Okay, so in this context, plastic chairs, rice, baby tops, zinc, cement, all the things are the tangible that we're talking about, right?
I'm not in individual minds, but I think people are looking for real infrastructure development. They're looking for, like what I'm doing now, building a commissioner office in Chegru Town in Weja, building a decent and modern town hall in Jade Town, modernize the Palaba Hall in Sanquin. Those are people are looking for something that will be durable. I think that is the key thing. The thing that tall, baby tall, it looks funny, thing that baby tall and those things, for me, really, I don't count them, as real development in my own district. And that's what I plan. I can assure you, Patrick, in the next 2 years, you will have a real tangible development in the 5 administrative districts in district number 3. We are heading there December, and I can assure you by the following month, we will break ground and begin to do a tangible project either in Unification Town or Jacksonville. Those are the very 2 towns we are earmarking to do something, and Tobarville as well.
Quickly, this one.
Go ahead, boss.
Yeah. So you are from Sincon District, and Sincon,
I'm not hearing you again,
has always had the winning number in that district. 2025, 2005, 2011, 2017, 2023, it has always had a population. Now, you will be encountering other forces. Come back.
You say who has the population again?
As I said, has always maintained the population, electorally. Now, you will be having many, other great men like Claudio Manes Senior. You will be having Abathia. You will be having a lot of great guys coming to the race. And besides that, both of the single guys, the giants in the single district, they are already with the common representative. How do you intend, to win a primary, traditionally amongst the single brothers and sisters who will come into the race? Or how do you intend to get, the mandate of the people first before going into the district as a representative candidate?
Okay, so let me say this to you, Patrick. I'm not sure whether we're going to have another candidate from the Sincon Belt. I have spoken to Clarubane for 3 times now. All right, I told him to step aside, all right, and allow me to go, because I have struggled in Montserrado, and our people want me to come home. So step aside as a big brother to you. So I have spoken with him 3 times. So I'm not sure whether Claru will come, or not, but I have informed him. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to be the winning candidate from the Sincon Belt in 2029 by the grace of God.
All right, Patrick, you done?
Patrick, did you hear what I said?
Go ahead, see you.
All right. So, Professor, thank you so much.
If you get me, I can repeat that.
Yeah, we heard you. Patrick is the one that having the issue. So Professor, I know we set up for 1 hour. We want to respect your time. Do you mind to stay for another maybe 20 or 30 minutes?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Do you believe in democracy?
Absolutely. That's why when I lose any election,
what I just heard from you, you said you asked Claude Manin to step aside so that he can run. Is that democratic?
So democratic it has so many ways. You know, you can go overnight and speak with your colleagues and say, "Look, give me a chance." That's one of the democracies. Yeah, of course. You know.
I thought democracy is competition.
Give me the chance. Huh?
No, I thought democracy is competition. You and myself go in the race and compete.
It's competition, but also is involved with negotiation. All right, you can negotiate with your colleague and say, "Look, man, let me go. Please give me the time. When your time comes, we'll all rally around you." That can happen in politics.
Okay. So the club will agree to step aside.
Well, we haven't reached that conclusion yet. You know, we still got time on our side. So the discussion and the conversation is ongoing, you know, and I believe that club will understand that because we are entering the 3rd year now, you know, which is 2026. And I have gone too far, you know, and I believe cash will be infused in that district. I can tell you that one. So anyone who want to come, you have to be real strong. I can tell you that one without fear. So I think that we have the choice, but I talk with him, and I know some of his own family are talking with him, you know, to step aside and focus on other things. So I believe from now to maybe next year, we'll get a final decision. But even if we refuse to come, I know the single people will decide who's going to be their candidates. That I know. The single people know they are united, and they will come up with a decision as to who will represent Single in 2029 election.
Okay, Professor.
But before I forget, Drake, let me provide a clarification again, so we don't go from here with wrong notion. You know, the aspiring or candidates, the community asks us to do a project. So if the community asks for a project and you do it and you delegate it and turn it over to them, you who did that project, you no longer have control over the project. The community can then decide what they want to do with it. You know, in the case of that modern bathroom that I constructed in Chikutu factory. So we delegated it, we turn it over to the district. The district, you know, the community go and decide what they want to do with it. So that was it. So it was not my project again. Immediately when I turned it over to the community, it's no longer my project.
Okay. So, Professor, just to be clear, though, I mean, earlier, the bathroom we were talking about, just to be clear, I saw Honorable Zaza wrote something that the bathroom, was it built in Montserrado or it was built in Sinoe?
In Montserrado, District 12.
Okay. I just want to be clear. Okay, I see what you were talking about. So, Professor, maybe this one is a little hypothetical. You said you did not run in District 3 in deference to Honorable Zaza. Assuming that Mr. Zaza comes, you said you did not participate in the prior election in District 3 because Honorable Zaza was there, and that's why you did not run. So assuming that Honorable Zaza comes 2029, would you opt out of the race?
I don't believe that Honorable Zaza will come back in District number 3. I doubt it, because I communicated with him, you know, and then he responded to me. So in good faith, I believe he wouldn't come. Honorable Zaza know how I respected him, not only in Liberia. You know, my respect for him in the U.S. It started in the U.S. because when we were leading the support United Organization, Zaza then was the key stakeholder, Zaza, Honorable Sewell, and all of that. So they know my leadership ability, and he know exactly the patience that I went through because of him. He knows that very well. So I'm not sure that he will come. But politics, you know, anybody can come in the race. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. If you believe you want to come, we'll welcome him. But I'm not getting out of the race, you know, if you even step in. The only thing I can assure anybody, you want to come, we'll fight there and whoever will win, that's politics. That's election.
Okay.
Somebody going to win. But I'm not going to, have hatred about somebody because they win the election. I don't do that. Even most of the people that we are spoken with from the Sapo Bell that went home, nobody see me today and say, oh, Mr. Gbelayan colors people because I went home to vote. No, I don't really care. Whatever God destined for me, my brother will see my face. I don't have to make confusion with anyone. So,
okay, so Professor, recently
yes.
your county senator, Senator Creighton Duncan, was on Spoon Talk, and he was asked the question, what are the economic activities in Sinoe County? And he responded to the panelists that Sinoe County is dead. So, aspiring now to be a representative for one of the districts in Sinoe County. I mean, I heard a lot of things. I mean, people have come before the bill Palava Hot, because that's what I heard from you, Palava Hot and Town Hall. And people have had a bunch of reconciliation meetings, and we'll go back to the same point. So your county is declared dead by your lawmaker. I want to know what concrete action or what new, apart from what other people are already doing in the past, what new are you bringing on board to resuscitate the county? Because your lawmaker say your county is dead. So what are you bringing to resuscitate? Maybe your GSO here, your political GSO, you want to resurrect. What concrete action are you going to take to resurrect our county, our dead county?
So between now to 2029, let me say this to you. I don't want to expose the company name, but there is a company that is going in Sinoe that I'm working with. It's a large logging company that is going in Sinoe, let's say in the Nobel community. They came to the National Investment Commission. They need some help, with incentive. I'm working with them to ensure that they get what they want, because when they enter Sinoe, they have already there. That will create job for our people. So I'm working with that investor. As a matter of fact, I managed to find out today, trying to ensure that he got the incentive, the tax waiver to enable them to bring their equipment and raw material. So on top of that game, because Sinoe people will be benefited. I think the key in our place, our leaders should have a mind to create jobs. I think that is the key that they should do. And that's what I'm looking at around. If I see a company that's going to Sinoe, if there's anything I can do from my end, I will do it. And thank God that this guy going to get their waiver, their tax waiver, and they're going to bring their equipment and other things to expand in the logging activities in the Nobel area. And that's one of the actions.
That's interesting that you brought that out. Your lawmaker also said, your senator also said that companies are extracting our resources in Sinoe, the logging trucks and all of that, and they can't even build the roads. I mean, so Professor, bringing another company again, I want to know what difference are you going to make for them to build the roads, say for example, for them to build schools in the area of district number 3. If they can't, the other companies that are already there, they are not doing it. I mean, what are you going to do for the other companies that you are bringing to do what the companies on ground are not doing?
Okay, so let me provide a clarification so we don't leave here with confusion in mind. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the one that bringing the African Think Logging Company. They came to the government that they need some relief. And when I look at the concession agreement from the Sinoe community, when I look at their business plan, I realize that they will be helpful to create jobs for our people in Sinoe. And that's why I said, okay, since you are going in a logging business, I'm going to help you because that sector is one of the eligible sector for tax waiver. And so from my end at the National Investment Commission, we help him, and he at the point of receiving that tax waiver for the next 3 years. And the problem is our leaders lack the oversight responsibility that they should have. And that's what they're supposed to do. They have no oversight responsibility. Nobody is taking actions against your company. And that's why you need a leader who will put his foot down, on the company that, look, You can't just take our resources away. You might do something, but we don't have anybody. So if the senator could say that, then it's a clear indication that he shouldn't have even been there. And for me, that's how I feel. So what I'm doing is not to say that I'm bringing the company, but I'm creating great environment for them to be able to do business in Sinoe County.
All right, I'm Patrick and Shelley.
Investment climate is critical to have a company go, in our communities. We had the electrical issue, we had the water issue, infrastructure. So there are many challenges that we have, in Sinoe there. But if the senator could say that, look, Sinoe is dead, then that means he doesn't even understand why he's dead. Because he should be the one to hold accountable those companies that are operating in Sinoe.
Yeah, Patrick,
I want to add up. Yeah, so you are from the Investment Commission, and our resources have been extracted without benefit. What do you think, Gbelayan, the logging companies, they can build sawmills, they can build wool factories, modern wool factories, equip them so that the rejected logs can be turned into finished products. I mean, fixed plywood, fixed furniture, other things for the community's empowerment. Why is it the Investment Commission don't try something in the law that compels the companies to at least build some sort of technical centers where the rejected logs can be turned into useful logs, or useful products? Do you think you need to do that right now for the community you are helping?
I think it's necessary what you are saying. And that's one of the things that we've been promoting. We've been the investment promotion department. They are doing well. They are promoting, investment opportunities in Liberia. But again, when it comes to making laws, it's up to our legislators. They are the ones that are supposed to say, look, let's review this agency, law. Let's look at the law. Let's try to amend so that we can include this portion that you're talking about into the law, in the act. But they're not doing. If they say supinely, then what do you think is going to happen? That's why we need strong people that will put their foot down without taking penny from anyone. That's what we need. So we, the voters themselves, have to change our own minds. If we want a genuine development in our county, in our district, we have to change our mind and elect people who are most experienced, who have strong value of integrity based on their previous records, and that's some of the things that we need to look at. So again, it comes to our voter, because I don't believe that on the COD or whoever, will make that kind of statement. I mean, he has no reason or even being there.
Okay. Now let's backtrack some more now on this.
Patrick, it would be in the best interest of our district for you to send that question to the Honorable Norm. What is he doing about it? What is he, going to do about it so that we have genuine.
So yeah, you say, you are from the Investment Commission. From the district. Honorable Noah is in the legislature. You could work with him, place a call to him, suggest to him that, Honorable Noah, I'm here at the Investment Commission, you are there at the legislature. Let's compare ideas, let's work together so that we can put something in the law that compels the local company to build wool factories, in the community. Like young people can be in power, they can get skills, and then they can have a livelihood. I think you can do that too as a representative as parents. But let's go to another question.
If you can give me your number, I'll be glad to call him.
Okay, no problem. I will send it to you.
Okay. So you're eating on my time. You wanted to ask a follow-up question. So let me come in here for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So Professor, I just wanted to bring some of the viewers here. I think I had the same question, but somebody's asking. They are calling you a professor. You are a professor of what?
I'm not sure what you mean, the professor of what now?
No, I mean, it's somebody that's following. We are calling you a professor, so they want to know you are a professor of what?
So let me say this because I remember a similar question was asked during the campaign in district number 12. There are a lot of Liberians don't even understand, who become professor and how do you become a professor. All right. Let me say this. The university that is granted a license to operate can designate an individual with a title based on your experience and your qualification. When I started teaching at the Cardinal Graduate School in 2018 or 2019, I was hired as a 16th professor. That's the title the university has given me. So it's a university that have the authority. There are people you see that they give them, how do you call it? They give them, university can give anyone a doctorate degree of humanity or something like that. So the university has the authority. So it's the authority that vested in the university that gave me that title. But in terms of my specialization at the university, I teach finite courses in accounting.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether they are being helped. Yeah.
Okay, good. Another viewer wanted to know, let's see the next question, the person. They say, you say from Jurutown, right?
I'm sorry?
Did you say you are from Jurutown?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, so the viewer say you had to build a clinic in Jurutown before we even think about voting for you.
Okay. So that is on the table. We have a clinic that is being constructed by the company that was operating in that region, but it's not completed yet. But we have a committee from the town that is working on it. So yeah, that's a very good thing. I really need a clinic in my own town. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
right, I just wanted to
that suggestion. Okay, I embrace that suggestion, and we are already working on it. We have
Professor. Right now we have, I think our president plus or minus, he's around 83 years old. If I'm not exaggerating, so it's plus or minus. Right now in Cameroon, we have Paul Biya, who is about the world's oldest president, 92 years. The opposition who is running against him, is internet acting up. Yeah, let's see what the internet is slow now on his side, but he did well. We almost just get. Yeah, Professor, we are winding down here. My question, I wanted to, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, so I was talking about, the president of our country, he is advanced age-wise. The president of Cameroon he's the oldest in the world, 92 years. His opposition is 76. Professor, at what point do you guys step aside for your children? To kind of step onto the political scene.
Well, we have a very bad background, a lot of ground.
Yeah,
okay,
yes.
I believe you are asking.
Your service is bad.
I believe you are asking. Wow, the reception is
your audio is not good at all.
I don't know what's happening, but I believe you are saying the Cameroon president is 92 years old, and you are asking me at what time, you should say, well, let me step aside. Is that what the question is?
Yes, let me bring you back in, okay? Your audio is very bad. Let me bring you back in. I'll take you out. You can come back, please.
Wow,
There's a lot of feedback from your end right now, but he did good. We just have 3 minutes now for him. He did good. So, Patrick, how you doing, man? Everything good over there?
Oh yeah. It has been a good show so far. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a good show.
I like the fact that your background is now quiet. You know, that's pretty good. I like that effort that you made. Yeah, thank you so much.
Great.
Let's see, trying to come back again. Let's see, what are they? All right. Hello, Professor, you hearing us?
Wow.
Yeah, the service is back. We appreciate the time. Are you hearing us?
I'm hearing you, but it's like the background.
Yeah, there's a feedback. If you have like headphones, that will get rid of the noise, but I don't think you have headphones. The earbuds or something.
I don't have earphones.
Yeah, I'll just put him backstage for now. Yeah, it's a lot of noise. So, but Patrick, it has been a good show. Thanks for reaching out to the professor to come and talk to us. Maybe this will motivate our lawmaker, District Number 3, to come up and defend himself, because that's a serious allegation that has been made against him that he's dividing the people. So, I mean, I don't think you should send his office staff should not come here, because we elected Mr. Noah. So this is a great, because Mr. Professor Gbelayan is a major character in Sinoe County or in Liberia. And he has come up to say that Mr. Noah is dividing our county or our district. So I think it's up to Mr. Noah to come and talk to us and to clear his side. Why is he causing the conflict? Patrick, go ahead, you're saying something.
Yeah, I mean, those are grave allegations that the office has to clarify. You know, yeah. You know, we have to know whether Honorable Paye is saying those things because he wants to replace Noah, or he's saying them out of truth. Noah has to come on to clarify. Also, Honorable Carlo Mane has to come on to also tell us whether he will be willing to give way to his big brother, you know, in 2029 and all that thing. And so we'll reach out to Honorable Carlo Mane as well to find out. You know, Honorable Zaza, he said I was Zaza giving his blessing, you know, to proceed immediately. And so we'll be finding out from Honorable Zaza whether he has blessed Honorable Gbelayan, you know, to go ahead with his pre-election activities and everything. So I think so far so good. It has been a good show. I want to ask him if he was, I mean, had he been here, whether he will campaign on the SAPO agenda, you know, for self-determination, self-county status and other stuff like that. But yeah, but he left. I hope maybe next time we will have him, and let's hear his response to Noah's reaction to the SAPO's campaign, you know, for a county status. Yeah, so far so good. It's been wonderful. Yeah.
Patrick, there's some excellent observation, by the way, but there is some I seen contradiction from the professor, right? Okay, he said he called Claro Mane to step aside, and when I asked him the question whether when Mr. Zaza comes, he's going to step aside, he said no, you're going to stay in the race. But then you're asking another man to stay out of the race. So I'm like, okay, I mean, how are you doing this? You are saying when Mr. Zaza comes, you are not going to get out. But then you say you're asking Claro Mane to get out. So I don't get that other one. Yeah, so Patrick, you're on mute.
But in fact, that decision is going to be a tough one because Claro Mane worked with Zaza for a couple of years. He's connected with the people traditionally, and also.
Yeah, Patrick device is glitching out too as well. All right, guys. So we have some unfinished topics. Let me see. Let me bring Patrick back on here. Hey, Patrick.
Okay,
hold
so
on. Patrick, we'll have a caller here. Let's see. What, Patrick, 1 second. We'll have a caller here. Let me see what the caller has to say. Mr. Tote.
Yeah. Mami Kerewi Elizana Tote.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling from Twin City today. Actually, I wanted for Mr. Gbelayan to be on the phone before I talk, but unfortunately, like, he left the line.
Right. But what was your question though?
Yeah, my questions to Mr. Gbelayan is that I think he ran two different times in Montserrado County.
3.
He did not succeed. Now he switched to district number 3. My question is what Mr. Gbelayan had done for the Sako people.
Okay.
That you know that what perception that you heard that prompted him that you want to run in district number 3.
Yeah, but maybe you came late, but he outlined some of the things that he did that he still some that he did and he's still doing more. You know, so I think you came in late, that's why. Yeah. But he gave us some things, built some Palava halls and town hall, and I mean, yes. So yeah, let's see how it plays out. But I mean, let the man give it a shot. Everybody, this is number 3 is for all of us.
Yeah. I don't know whoever's advise Mr. Gbelayan to go and say you want to run in 2029. I think this is not a bad decision. When I was in Liberia, I really wanted to meet with you personally to express how I feel, the election in Sinoe County. Yes, the man that ran in Montserrado County through 2 different times, but he did not win. In Montserrado County, the largest number of Sabo people, they live in Montserrado County. But Mr. Gbelayan cannot pull the Sabo people together for them to even leave from different districts to go in a district to register. That tells you that Mr. Gbelayan lacked the leadership ability to bring the Sabo people together.
Not possible. The man, I mean, again, whether it's true or not, but he said the district that he is in got more Loma people, I think. So the Loma people, yeah. So hold on now. So if you had to understand democracy, the person who has more of numbers, you are the winner. So you get all the Sabo people. If the Sabo people in that district they are not in the majority, you cannot be the representative. So he said that the Loma people, they are in the majority and they always vote for somebody from their area, and that's why they did not win. Why?
Listen to me. That tells you that Mr. Gbelayan lack of connections with our people. You know what? I ran 3 different times in Montserrado County. It is because it's a Gisi man, and where he lives in real life, even though there's a Gisi people there, but majority of the Gisi people they encourage them to go in a district to register.
Yeah,
people do trucking.
You're forgetting to know some people are peculiar people. We are not like the other tribal people. We are very, free-minded. Sometimes we can be rebellious. So you cannot just compare Sabo Bear with other tribal groups. No, we are different species by ourselves.
Okay, if you say the Sabo, listen. If you say the Sabo people are peculiar people, then when you go into Sano, what would be the difference? It's not the same peculiar Sabo people that live there. Mr. Gbelayan lack the connection to connect our people.
So say for example, let's take the young man, Lloyd Toba. He also ran in Montserrado before. He did not win. Do you say he lacks leadership ability? That's why he did not win? So
no. You have to connect yourself with your people.
Yeah, but I'm not totally leadership and election. They are 2 different things. When you get to power, then we can measure you whether you are a leader or not. But in a competition, especially when the people got to make the call, you don't determine your leadership. The people just go there and vote whoever they want. They made it at that point of election. The people have the power. The power is not in your hand. You that run it. So once you get it, that's when we'll measure whether you are a leader or not. What you do, when you get to power.
I understand all this thing what you talk. Montserrado. If I choose to run in Montserrado counties, all the Sabo people from West Point, from Nikutan, I will make sure for them to come in my district for them to register.
What will you do, man?
People, listen to me. You have to connect yourself with the people. Mr. Gbelayan is not connected with the people. When you go to Sinoe County District number 3, you want to run as a representative, calling other people to back her. I think that is not even the right person.
But before I let you go though, who do you think is right for our district?
Currently, you have the representative in district number 3 in Sunbird Noah. DIASPORA is misstep in leadership, and some of those misstep people are still in connect with the people.
Totally. The question is not what people think. I said, who do you think is the right person? Is Sunbird Noah the right person?
What I can decide, is not what the majority of the people will decide. But what I'm seeing from the leadership of Sunbird Noah currently in the district is fully connected with the people then what Mr. Gbelayan who try to go in.
What Mr. Gbelayan just told you that Sunbird Noah divided the people. The people, they are not speaking to each other.
How?
He said they are not talking. As a matter of fact, the host of Voice of Sound, the spokesperson of the elders and the ancestors of Sunbird can't talk to me. And so Mr. Gbelayan has a point over there. Sunbird Noah has problem. So I'm asking.
Who here?
Yeah.
I suppose Sunbird is not talking to me. That's fine.
So the question is Sunbird Noah right for the district? When the man cannot talk to you, you that vote that campaign for him. Is he right for our district?
The people choose the man to be the leader.
So I'm not talking about the people, I'm talking about you. Is Sunbird Noah, you campaign for the man. The man cannot talk to you. Is Sunbird Noah right for the district?
The people on district number 3 will decide 2029. But here is my issue. I don't have problem with Sunbird Noah. Whether you talk to me, you talk to me, I'm a full grown man.
So you are not answering you are not answering the question. Sunbird, you ran campaign for Sunbird Noah, and you are telling us on public forum that the man is not talking to you. Is he right for the district?
He is right for the district because he's still our representative until 2029.
So I know what you're talking about. All right.
Why is he not talking to you? Why is he not talking to you?
Okay, so Patrick is asking why is he not talking to you?
They may have the reason, personal reason, I don't know. Sometimes when people want to get the powers, they be very flexible. Let Mr. Gbelayan now increase Sunbird Noah and try to make itself, the heroes for the Sabo people. When was the last time Mr. Gbelayan visited Sinoe County? Just recently because he tried to go that you want to run in the district. So he started visiting the place. In the past 20 years, Mr. Gbelayan had never gone to Sinoe County.
Yeah, but he's not here to defend himself. But I think when you are running in a particular area, you spend time there to acquaint yourself with the people. So I don't think if you are not running in district number 3, if you're not running in Sinoe, why go there to waste your resources there?
So that are you trying to tell me that you had to be running in the district before you start making regular visitation in the district?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying because election, the man was running he was running for office in a particular area, so the focus was to, like you say, he's not connected to the people, right? So the man was trying to create that connection, and you say, "Oh, the man did not go to Sinoe." Okay, you will be taking time away, But totally make a last thought, man. Let Patrick be on for a while, so we can call it a day.
My last thought is whoever that advised Mr. Gbelayan to go in district number 3 to go and run as representative in 2029. That is not the best decision. Mr. Gbelayan have all the opportunity within Montserrado County where the largest number of Sabo people resided for him to bring our people together, even encourage them to go in a district for them to register for him. He cannot do that. That tells you we are in lack of connection for our people. And going district number 3, I don't think is the best candidate, even though I don't have a candidate in 2029 right now.
So you are not supporting Sunbird Noah anymore because even though you supported him first?
No. Move it down. I read or stage in politics and in Liberian politics, especially about politics. I know more a kid that will be able to campaign for somebody. I'm capable of being a dealer. I'm capable to lead my people. So are we hearing from you? You want to contest in district number 3 as well? No. What I will contest, I will not contest. The first for me is what I'm capable to lead my people, to serve my people. I feel like, like when I was in Liberia the last time, everybody people honor me. I told them, is there a reason why you are obfuscating? I mean, like, I thought you were Nyambezion. I play final one. I mean, you be straightforward, man. Are you running against Sunbird Noah or not? Or are you supporting him for a second term? No. If I will even run, I'm not going to go Sinoe County to run because election in the rural area is very expensive. Montserrado is a very easy route for you to run in any political party, especially my party, CCTG, you can win. If Mr. Gbelayan leaving from Montserrado to go to Sinoe, that tells you something is not right.
Hold on a second. Patrick, Mr. Gbelayan, is he a sedition?
Eh?
Mr. Gbelayan, is he a sedition?
Yes, sure, he is. Yes.
You will not succeed.
So what Patrick just said, Patrick said he's a sedition. And he said the sedition they fought him. So I don't know why they were not for you too, but thanks for calling, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah, Patrick, let's call it a day, man. Our other talking points will defer them to the next show. But thought. Yeah.
Yeah, so again, it has been a good show. It has been a fantastic one too. And I think our talking points were well on course. And our guests, he provided the information we sought. And one thing he said that, the partially true, and maybe it may not be entirely true, is the allegation saying the representative is dividing the district. It can be entirely true that the representative is dividing the district, but what is certainly true, or that cannot be disputed, is the fact that the representative, for fact, kiss malice, kiss malice against certain people, who did not support him, or who are not supporting him, or maybe who want to criticize him. Okay, like I said one time, this platform, many people are very skeptical to come on the platform. Very, very skeptical because of your critical view. You, the CEO, the spokesman of the ancestors and gods. Because of their critical view, people are very skeptical to come on. Because when they buy into your view, they become a target for malice. And it's happening to some of our friends, our journalists. And so I think the issue of malice, or maybe cutting off on people based on their views, is something that is true and can be disputed. But dividing the district, I don't think that can be entirely true. Yeah, even though what there is some part can be.
I don't know whether that is. Again, you can defend either side, right? I think Mr. Belletti, I think he's the superintendent for Drafton District, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a super. So nobody knows I'm talking to that man. We can go across. So how is it that you said the man is not divisive, but then he's not talking to all these different people? Mr. Gbelayan went as far as saying the man wasn't talking to his own brother, So, there is a ginormous element of truth to what this man said here about his brother, Right now, I'm not ready to kind of decouple and decipher Sonny Boy Noah right now. That's not the show, but I can give you valid argument that Sonny Boy Noah is terrible for our district. I can give you reasons, but the show is not for him today, so I wouldn't go there.
Yeah. And quite disturbingly, a leader would keep malice. Sometimes I don't know how it happens in our democracy. Yeah, sometimes when you win election, everybody becomes for you, and then you work with everybody. When election comes again, you fine. It's terrible anyway, but we have to go now.
The man been there for over coming to 3 years. No one single bill.
Just confess that,
like you said.
So Tuta just confessed that he's not been spoken to. Lester Wille, was blocked, and you yourself, I think one time you at least brought me something from the US before. Very good buddies, good friends. I don't know what's happening. Very good buddies, but I don't know. But again, it's politics. He's a good guy, to be frank. Socially, he's a good guy. Yes, socially, at least he's a good guy. Oh yeah. You got that clue.
The boy is a child. Come on, man. You give our love because we spend small. The man's a child.
Socially, a good guy. But politically, the new idea, the new mentality of keeping marriage or maybe cutting off politically, I think that's the only thing that sees someone that's changing. But socially, he's a good guy. But personally, he's a good guy.
Something is happening. Yeah. Sonny Boy Noah, he's not recognizing, right? something is happening. I mean, there's a trend, right? So Tote, including my very self, you're talking about Mazina. That woman enter your whole account. Mazina, whole account. Sonny Boy Noah is not talking to that woman right now. You see, so it's a whole trend here. What Mr. Gbelayan says is a serious allegation that Sonny Boy Noah has to come here to defend himself. Mazina, of all people, that woman went to a 401k. She went to a saving account. She said, we'll post Sonny Boy Noah there. And she did everything. Or children, daycare money, she used everything to put that man, and now Sonny Boy Noah get out to that gate. That's a serious thing going on.
Yeah. So the divisiveness of it, I mean, I don't see it. I don't see a credit in him as a close person to him. I don't see a credit in him. The only thing so far that is been sense, that is a new trend in him, politically, is keeping malice and cutting off from people who don't support him. And maybe he needs to work on that seriously. Look, let me tell you something. The last time when I reached out to him as a friend, brother, I said, Alex, my sister died. Man, my other sister died. He didn't call me. He didn't send me a message. He didn't say anything. He said, yes, Patrick, I remember I did that. I didn't call you. And I didn't do so because, I feel sometimes bad on the way. Sometimes, you criticize me. You are my friend, my brother who came from childhood, who came from the same school. But so but ESK is the last time when he lost his sister. I was all over Facebook, all on the radio, sympathizing, doing this, doing that. But when my sister died, my friend did not call me when I asked him. He said, no, Patrick, simply because I'm criticizing him, or sometimes on the radio, on the platform, or maybe on Facebook, or maybe simply because perhaps I'm supposed to sympathize, or maybe a public relations officer, So that's the only bad thing that I see so far that is trending in the government. I don't see credit in him. And socially, he can be a very good guy, nice person.
We're not talking about socially here, we're talking about leadership. The man is not a leader. To the point where the man cannot even sympathize with you because you criticize him. Patrick, that's a serious problem. Patrick, you know why you and myself we support EDPOA? Because that woman, you can criticize her. When she sees you, guess what? My brother, how are you? My sister, how are you? A woman, people that criticize EDPOA right now, she convinced those people and they are supporting her right now. That's what we call, that's leadership right there. But this man, the man is not a leader. The man is a girl. Sorry, no, not all girls like that. EDPOA is a woman, but she does not operate like that. So I take it back. But the guy is just not a leader. But Patrick, I enjoyed the show. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you too. And let me say thanks to you. Let me remind everybody following. Remember, November 8th, Providence is the place to be in Rhode Island. Tina West inauguration. Please make sure you get a ticket as a non-member of Kutu Apulabo for $25. If you're a special guest, $50. Please, I'm talking to you. I'm appealing to you. Please be in Providence in Rhode Island for the second term inauguration of Madam Tina West, the national president of Kutu Apulabo in America. Let me say hi to my Paye, Ome Zaza. He's been following. Thank you, Ome, for coming on and following us. All our followers today and our viewers today. I want to say thanks for coming on as well too. And I want to say hi to the Iron Lady, my boss lady, Madam Italian Paul, and say a special thank you also to Councilor Xavier Abinantari for the transformation of Greenville Port, the revitalization of Greenville Port and bringing the port to a standard now that we can all appreciate. Thanks to President Boakai leadership. Thanks to MD Dukle. Thanks to the whole people, all the people of Liberia, the people of Sinoe, the people of Greenville, the people of the world for the leadership we have had in this country. Goodbye.
Next time, please do me a favor. Let's get the images of the current, the condition of the port on a Xavier Talley, so we can do comparison on a Sonny Boy Noah, so we can see how they look now, the two of them, on a Sonny Boy Noah versus on a Xavier Talley. let the people of Sinoe County see something different.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
I get you the pictures. No problem. I get you the pictures and the videos.
And
Yeah.
if you can even make an arrangement so we can talk to us her as well, that would be great to bring her on so we can have a conversation.
Yeah, definitely. We'll bring her on. I mean, and we're gonna have a good show with her. Yeah. Okay, my people. Thank you so much for joining us again. I'm leaving you now. Area code 231. Patrick Chianke. This is the multitask specialist. The communicator, the consultant. Yeah, sometimes he can be a good guy, sometimes he can be a bad guy. Yeah, but anyway, I mean, that's it. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for following. Catch me next Thursday with my CEO, ESOTERIC, and our co-host, Sherry, and rest of our panelists. From Liberia, I love you all.
Thank you, P. Thank you so much. All right, so that's how we're bringing the curtain down for the day. I want to say, let me see the people that are following right now. Let me just recognize you, and then we call it a day. Honorable Zaza say, no, that I'm Honorable Zaza. Oh no, the woman who enter your saving account and that's on board. No, I can't talk to her. The Mazina. Yes, he is not a leader, but a child. This is number 3 made a big mistake. No, you made a mistake too. I told you, don't post on the board no there, and you need to listen to me. You went enter your saving account, you went to your 401k, you enter, you took your children daycare money, you go put it behind on the board no. Now you say so that you also you are corporate that you brought a guy to us. Don't even get me started right now before I jump on you and Sonny Boy Noah. When I tell you the spokesperson of the elders and the ancestors, certain people are not leaders. Because I talk to the elders, I talk to the ancestors, they will tell me that's how you put it. The other person, no. The other person, yes. But when I tell you rebel against me, then you can't later you come on my side and say, oh, Papa, sorry, we made mistake. No, you don't make mistake. You don't listen to your father. Yeah, that's a reason why the elders selected me to be the spokesperson. And when I tell you, I don't want to listen, you're young, the normal day, money day children, and you're let to rebel too much. That you brought something boy Noah on and you face that thing where you spoil. 2029, you will jump behind either me or somebody so we can replace Sonny Boy Noah. That man is destroying our district. The man can't talk. He can't say anything. No bill. I mean, you go to parliament, the man, when the man gets on the radio, so nyama thing, then the man talking. He come there and visit you. And why that man will jab on it? I can listen to Boy Noah words then. Visit you, convolute there. And what's the other word you can use a whole lot? I mean, he can't say anything. He can't say anything. The man doesn't speak in Congress, in Parliament. He just said it down. Talking about, I mean, just my device is frozen right now. I mean, this guy had an interview with him, his apologies, Moton, and the man said, oh, and they'll continue coming, and and all the advanced machine in the continent. And so that man look over there and listening to you. He has to look. So the boy was you are bringing school buses to you. He can't bring the boy that continue will come to you. He be listening to that picky. All right, guys, we want to say thank you so much. On a serious note, I want to say thank you so much for taking your time to always be here every Thursday. We are here Thursday, 12 p.m. So spread the news. Subscribe to our YouTube page. We need subscribers. We need a minimum of 1,000. Because that's how YouTube, once you get a minimum of 1,000, they will start to monetize your page. So please, give us some subscribers. Our boy Patrick is following from Liberia. He contributed from Liberia. He needs some little help. That's a way to create job too. So if I have more subscribers, I will get more panelists, and Ali will be giving a little team. So let's try to help. All I need for you is just to subscribe or ask your friend to subscribe. Voice the Sinoe in the diaspora. On YouTube, that's it. You don't need to do anything. It's not a difficult thing. Right now, we got about 300 and some more subscribers. We need 1,000. So let's do that. We can do it. Please, you do that for us. Yeah. I answer some in your Kufo 1K Mazina. You go subscribe to Facebook page. That all you got. It's YouTube page. That's it, guys. But honestly, I want to say thank you so much. And this is how we're bringing the curtain down. Unfortunately, I might not play the music because my device is freezing here. I don't know why. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on it for the next show. So I'm not gonna play my music to leave. Because I can get to my music right now, unfortunately. Yeah, so maybe I'll just play this and before I get in trouble, the co-host of Voice of Sinoe, Shirley's name, she has a show. It comes on every 6 p.m. Let me look at the time. Yeah, 6 p.m. every day. All right. The show is very informative. If you want to do real estate, you want to buy a home. I mean, they talk about an array of things. You got quality guests that come on the show. So 6 p.m., John Shirley. And yes, they'll talk about learn. If you want to buy a home, you want to do insurance and life insurance and different things. She has experts that come on to talk about the thing. That's that. I want to say thank you. I'll see you next time.
Audio Jungle.